What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm hype out of my freaking mind, bro. We had football. We had Steelers football. We had a ton of NFL football. I don't care that it was preseason. We had football, Deke, and we won, Deke. Deke, it was a vibe, Deke. I got to see a lot of what I was looking for. I got to see a lot of what I already was expecting.
That's just a great
excited,
way to put it.
Deke. It was just a great. It's been a vibe. Like I said, my pops was in town with his wife and everything like that, man. So it was good. They had the grandparents here with the grandbabies. You know, Deke, it's just a vibe, man. It was a vibe, bro. Life is good. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
But then you
bro.
said he left as soon as I got here, basically.
I know.
I didn't get to see him.
I know. He said he didn't like you. That's what it was, bro.
I'm sure it was.
That's definitely what it was, bro.
After
That's
you laid out his whole NFL backstory
he was like,
with the fandom.
This Deke dude that you stream with, man. I just don't know about him anymore, man. Yeah, but no, they did have to take a little bit of a earlier departure, but they will be coming back at some point this year, and then obviously going forward and stuff like that. But yeah, he was hyped though. He came in, he was like, "Yeah, look, is this where he said say?" It's like, "Yeah, that's where Deke said." He's like, "Oh, all right." So I get the take set right. I was like, "Yeah, if you got something hot, you just say it right here on this mic, and everything work out fine." He was like, "All right."
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much how it goes. Yeah. And the beauty is, since we got
either
the
hot
mics,
or accurate. I mean, that's all I bring to the table.
well,
I don't know
when you
about
have the mic, it's both hot and accurate. Yeah, that's how I look at it too, man. Yeah.
You know what? I will say this. I've had some bad ones here or there.
Nah. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Nah.
Here or there.
No. Can't even remember that.
I don't have any on top of my mind, though. Is there any that you can remember?
No. Me? Who, me? No.
Bad takes?
I could never think of no bad take from you, Deke. All your takes have been A1. Perfect. Perfection. Yeah.
You know what I'm starting to think of a few? I don't want to say them right now, though. It's not that time.
We're going to keep the positive vibes out here, man. The good energy out here. Because some of your takes, when they haven't come to fruition, they dampen the mood. We don't want to dampen our mood. We're in a good mood. It's a great day.
Well, hey, I do have a Deke thought if you...
Let's go. Heck yeah, I want a Deke thought. Come on. Deke thought. One time for the culture. One time for the culture.
Deke/AB thought collab.
Hey, hit that like button on the front end for this Deke thought /AB collab. I don't know where we're going, but I'm nervous because the past couple times I've seen AB.
I just want your reaction to this tweet.
All right. I think last time I seen AB was the Photoshop pic he did. He had his face on a gentleman's body with a young lady that I'm sure everybody has seen now. You know? Yeah.
Is this the Adam 22
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, it was that again. Yeah, it was probably like a week ago.
He's still on that?
Yeah, he we thought it was done. We thought it was over, and then he dropped the photo shot with his face on the dude and then the chick. And I was like, "Oh, all right. Okay, he's back at it. All right. Persistent." And then he said he's stoic.
Is he legit about it, or do you think it's more like TG saying this is just being marketing genius and staying in the mix?
It's AB.
Staying relevant.
It's AB.
Being talked about.
All I'm going to say is with AB, you never know what to expect these days, okay? So, yeah, if I open up this phone and it's something totally different, I'm going to say, all right, maybe he wasn't for real. If I open it up and he's back on, I'm like, all right, maybe he was for real. But that is the current state of AB right now.
Okay, so he tweeted this out. I'm the character you unlock when you finish the game on Expert.
Oh. I mean...
Do you want the character AB to be the prize you get after you defeat a game?
Which version of this is? Which version of AB do I get?
He's tweeting that out right now. It's not like the 2016 version of myself is the character you get.
That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, yo, are we talking like the Killer B version? Are we talking the almost 2K receiving version? Like Office Player of the Year? Should have been getting MVP like that version? Or are we talking about the one I was just referring to with the Photoshop of the chick? Just for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't be knowing which one. I don't like this version too much. I don't want this prize. I would take 14, 15, 16. I'm kind of cool on 17. 18, second half of 18 when he won. No, that wasn't 18 when he won it. That was 21 when they won it. So let me get 21 version before the walk-off. Yeah. Just 21 postseason version when he was at Tampa.
You know what he's saying? That he's basically saying he's the optimal person out there. He'd be like an optimal video game character.
That's your boy, man. All right. That's your dog.
I guess you always appreciate
That's
the
your dog.
confidence in yourself.
The confidence is elite. It is never
I don't know who's
wavered.
agreeing with that, though. I don't know who wants...
TG.
No way.
TG would definitely agree with it. When
You finish a video game, you
Wednesday,
unlock AB right now.
Deke.
And that's the
Deke.
winning character you get.
If you don't do anything else Wednesday, Deke, just remember to ask TG that one.
Okay.
Just remember to ask him that one. Because I feel like he would be the one to support it. He would totally be the one to say, I mean, it is AB. You see, you dropped the album, Stoic. You see it. You got some bangers on it. You're going on tour. So let TG tell it. Yes, he probably does feel like he's worthy of the grand prize today. He is the grand prize, the main event, the headliner, anything else we want to say. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to have the majority in agreement with him, though. But I definitely think TG going to rock with him.
Yeah, I feel like his
TG's
life
that
has
loyal
become
friend that you
somewhat
got,
of a
yeah.
joke as time has gone on here.
From
the outside.
Because the more he's like talking on it, it's just like we went from we loved you to all right, we're backing you because you're going against the machine to okay, now you kind of really going off the rails. And then he's like, yo, you completely lost it. So now I think people just like look and laugh at versus with him.
Sure.
But
Barbarian says, AB the reason why we restart the game when it starts glitching.
Don't turn it to no AB. Don't turn it to no AB. Don't turn it to no AB. If I'm playing Madden and my guy runs a deep out, I thought he was running off the field. But I was like, no, it's just the game. We ain't tripping. But yeah, I feel you on that. AB has changed the game of how we look at it now, man. You can't just be running off the sideline no more. You can't just be taking your clothes off no more. If a dude take his helmet off like he's pissed off, we like, yo, are shoulder pads coming next? Or is it just a helmet? That's my dog, though, man. That's where we at right now, man.
Who do you think is the rightful answer?
To be the
question.
prize?
Yeah, who's living life the best on earth right now?
I think that's all subjective, though.
It is.
Yeah, it's very subjective.
I do find truth in the J. Cole song. What's
Yeah.
that song? Yours or something?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
No such thing as a life better
It's better than yours, yeah. Because I'm sitting here like, bro, I feel like my life is lit fire. I don't want to change it with nobody. I be thinking of like
You should tweet
Elon
that out,
Musk, Jeff Bezos. I'm like, nah, bro, I feel like I'm nice with it. Like, I don't need to look around. I love what we got.
Right, those would be the
Yeah.
first people that come to mind, guys with a ton of money.
Just a ton of money, right? I think of Mayweather. I'm like, all right, I love the money, the boxing, but I'm like, I look at some of the stuff that he's endured. I'm like, I wouldn't want that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that on my conscience. You know, I'm good on that. I don't want to even have them experiences of like where he had to leave to go be locked up and then come. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, because I think of just the development of my relationship with my kids, what I missed out on. Yeah, I love my situation, babe. Who you thinking though, man? Would you go Tom Cruise?
I'm with you. I'm
Brad
good
Pitt?
with my life. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think guys with lots of money or movie stars.
What about Adam 22 or
No.
the dude
No.
that AB photoshopped his face on?
Nah.
The dude that was with the chick, yeah. No, they ain't feel. All right. What about
Nah.
Johnny Depp? Would you be Johnny Depp? Because I know you felt about Amber. So could you say you could be Johnny? You get to experience that.
To your point, like a bunch of that fame and money could sometimes come at a cost.
Yeah. How many times you hear me? All money ain't good money, Deke. All that. I don't want all that, babe. Because there's a lot that comes with some of that stuff, man. There's a lot that comes with it, bro.
You know who's low-key a good answer? I'm thinking Pittsburgh here a little bit.
All right.
Sidney Crosby.
Okay.
Where it's like you are pretty much one of the best in the league's history that you're playing, NHL history, top 3. But like hockey's low-key enough.
It is.
To where like I think he flies under the radar like on a global scale. But then he also has a ton of money.
Yeah.
Hero in the hometown in Pittsburgh. Legend here. So that wouldn't be a bad call. Like him or like a Mario Lemieux or something like that.
See, this is how practical I am. I'm like, I don't want to be Sid because Sid dealt with them concussions and I don't know what it's going to look like on the back end. That's why I instantly went. Like, I hate it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm good on that one too, man. No, I'm straight.
He wouldn't be a bad answer.
He would not, though.
Manziel, before he started going down the tubes, wouldn't be a bad answer because I watched that documentary. His life that freshman year at Texas A&M.
Cool. I'm cool on
Dude, he was
that.
a legend.
Rod Dallas say Snoop Dogg. He'll be Snoop. Nick Bittner says Wiz Khalifa. Snoop would definitely be a vibe, but see, Snoop been like it's just throughout the time, man. I just think of some of the highs and the lows. I'm like, I don't want to experience all of that. If I could just experience all of the highs, yes. But with all of them people, we got to think of
And we don't know. We don't know a lot of the other side either.
We don't, because
unless they're transparent in interviews or come out and say it and whatnot. And I haven't listened to every Snoop Dogg interview.
Yeah.
Unless you have, maybe you know.
Well, for me, man, I'm a big Snoop Dogg guy, but no, I have not listened to every Snoop Dogg interview. I love Jay-Z. I don't listen to every Jay-Z interview, and 50 is my guy, 50 Cent. I definitely ain't listen to all his either, man. So, yeah, I don't know, but I know all the dudes that I love like that have all come from some pretty dark, bad places at times. I just don't want to experience that. I've experienced my own. I don't need to experience yours. Mm-mm.
So you're good with where
you're at? I think I'm good, bro. I think I'm good.
I think I am, too.
You wouldn't want to be 7? What about Big Ben? The greatest quarterback of all time, according to you.
Being the GOAT?
Yeah, man.
It wouldn't be bad.
Be the hero to the city, 2-time champ. Yeah.
It wouldn't be bad at all.
Recognized as just a number. 7. Yeah. I mean, you kind of like that, though, because we recognize you as just Deke. Like, everybody is like, yo, is that Deke? They don't even say your first name, last name. It's just Deke. You kind of like 7, bro. You're like Madonna. Like Braun.
I don't think I'm there.
You close, bro.
That's the thing. I don't know if I want to get there either.
You're getting there, bro.
That's why I thought of Crosby too. I feel like NHL, the position he's at in his respective sport, and just how the sport isn't that popular on a global
scale. I feel like you're minimizing Sidney Crosby. Could Sidney Crosby go to Walmart right now and not get stopped?
Well, that's just Pittsburgh. I feel like he could travel and fly under the radar for sure.
If it's an NHL event going on and Sidney Crosby is in the city, could he go fly under the radar there?
NHL event in the city?
If it's just wherever it's an NHL event at, if Sidney Crosby is there, could he fly under the radar? Because I feel like, to me, he was one of the ones that was so recognizable that even before I even rocked with hockey, I knew what Sidney Crosby looked like. Before I even knew about the pins,
young stars now.
It was like, yo, that's Sid the kid.
People are starting to forget about Sid, which is good, which will help this team fly under the radar, because I think we're gonna have a really good team.
Sid the kid, though. That's Sid the kid. You definitely can't put his name down. As soon as they say the name, it's a wrap.
You know, oh man, you know what? I'm thinking about golf too, like a golfer.
You low key, a golfer could get away. I feel like a golfer has a chance. I feel like Sid is like a megastar, bro. Sid is big time, bro. Sidney Crosby, man.
I'm minimizing him a little bit.
You are, but I feel like it's because you've grown up with Sid here, so it becomes like normal. It's like, no, man, Sid is a superstar, bro. Sid came into the States and was like, yo, we don't know who he is, but he's the greatest thing since sliced bread and hockey.
I just don't think hockey's popular like that. Like Messi,
so think
like
about
some of the
it.
soccer
it's
stars
not,
even.
But this one,
I think it's 5th on the totem pole.
But think,
you're just
but
breaking down sports.
So this is what I'm trying to explain to you, though, Deke. I did not know a single hockey player's name until Sidney Crosby, Sid the Kid. He's the hockey version of LeBron James. I will never forget it, bro.
I don't think I think you caught that at the right time with like him and Ovechkin, because I don't think Sid's being talked about that way right now.
Well, that's fine. It's 20 years later, though. Think about it, bro.
I mean, it kind of goes to my point. I mean, I think his buzz just around everywhere,
man,
nationally, the market like that is not the same, which is fine with me, because I still think he is one of the best players, if not the best player in hockey.
Yeah. Oh no, facts.
It's whatever. Like, he's just older, so like everyone's gravitating to the young stars now, like McDavid and the other dude up with Edmonton, like Draisaitl and those kind of dudes. But I actually, the answer might be a golfer.
A golfer could get away, because I still think of Sid like a Wayne Gretzky. It's like Wayne, I'm sure to the young kids might not know how dominant he was, but they know his name though. You drop the name, it's like, oh, that's Gretzky. That's Lemieux. Half the kid never seen Lemieux. Can't even spell it. It's like, oh, you see it? That's Lemieux. Sid. Man, they elite though. A golfer could get away with it, bro.
Pro golfer. Spieth. See, I don't know. I honestly,
I don't think it'd be one of the top names though. It can't be one of them names though, bro.
I honestly think.
Yeah, it can't be one of them.
I honestly think like Spieth and some of the top PGA Tour players Schaefer, are more recognizable than Crosby.
They are. To an extent, they are. Yes, to an extent, they are. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that Crosby's still very, very recognizable.
I'm talking about like if Crosby just randomly wants to start living out in Arizona or one of these places. Like,
for a fact, he would get recognized, bro.
Just go to a grocery
store.
I don't think it's like
he
that.
Would get recognized,
I don't.
Bro. What?
I think it's more like Pittsburgh fans, or you're a diehard hockey fan, which I don't think you're getting a lot of in Arizona. If like you go to Texas,
I just think you downplay Sid a little bit, bro. Just a little bit.
I'm talking
Sid
about
has a face
national
card, bro.
popularity.
I'm trying to explain. You Sid has a face card, bro.
What do you mean face card?
Face card, like they recognize him, like without having to hear his name. Like for me, I always
you
say
throw
like,
on a little hat. You dip it down a little.
well, see, now you're talking about disguises. You said you could just go outside. Heck, I could
never
go
said
out
that.
there with glasses on and a hat and a hoodie and maneuver through everywhere. But then if I go down to a Steelers event, I ain't got to be a Steelers event. I could just go to the mall. It's like, yo, you go get somebody, say, oh, that's such and such. Or I know you from the pocket. That's the face card part. My face card ain't like Sid's face card now. It definitely ain't like Seven's, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, those are the different, like when I say face card, that's what I meant. Like, you got a face card, bro?
No.
Yes, you do. Like, that's Deke right there. You've already said it
Hey.
multiple times, too.
So here's the
let's just
funny,
pull it up.
going back to the initial question, I
Yeah.
guess the question was like, who's the optimal person out there? Who's
Low key?
Who's the guy's guy? Who's the guy you want to be if you beat a video game?
Maybe it's a dope politician. Somebody that has a ton of money, but we don't know about. Like, they never were like a president person.
I think what's funny is though we took that question like who's the optimal guy, and
Yeah.
we almost thought of like fame being a hindrance
Yeah, because
on the character or whatever.
because
you
it is, bro. You want to be rich. You don't want to be famous, man. That's the cheat code. Rich.
Because like
Fame
Elon
sucks,
Musk,
bro.
What, probably one of the
Yeah.
richest guys. I don't want to be Elon Musk like that.
Yeah.
I'm not envious of his life.
I don't find out the richest person that has the lowest amount of fame, and that's that perfect balance of just walk your life every single day. Nobody bugs you, bothers you.
Maybe you want a little juice. Maybe you want a little recognition too.
It's back and forth though, right? Because the juice feels good when you getting juice. The juice feels good when you want to, make a play, pull some strings. But the juice also sucks when you want to just be low key. When you want to just get in and get out. When you want to just be, all right, man, I'm gonna just do whatever today. Nobody's gonna notice me. That's when it kind of sucks.
Matt Canada.
He got juice. You see what he looked like on Friday, and then he doubled down in the interview afterwards. You seen it?
I didn't see his interview.
Yeah, they tried to play like it was something. It's the same stuff since last year. It's the same playbook.
That might be true, but he called it differently.
He said same playbook.
Because we threw 3 straight passes in shotgun as soon as Kenny got out on the field.
Hey,
I don't remember doing that once last year.
fair enough. Same playbook. That's what he said. He said so. Everybody
That might be the case.
Everybody's tried to come
And
at
I don't
him.
care.
He's
It
like,
can be
nah,
the same
same thing. Yeah.
I could care less.
I was like,
I saw
see you,
success with
Canada.
the offense last year. I saw success with the first team in preseason. Now, the success in the preseason looked a little bit different than last year because of how much we were passing the ball.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett, 70 yards, touchdown.
It's clean,
Nice.
bro. Clean. Heck
was
yeah.
really
And we're
nice.
going to talk about that, but we definitely going to talk about that.
All right, so who's your answer?
Let me think of the richest non-famous person. I feel like I need to Google who the richest non-famous person is. Or like some like super like wealthy mathematician.
Well, who's that guy? Did he play for the Steelers? No. It was either a basketball
I
player
don't
that
even
was
want
like a
an
bench
athlete.
warmer.
Yeah, I don't even want no
Or
athlete.
there was a Steeler. There might have been Steelers too. Made a ton of money after their playing career, and was like second or third like richest former professional athlete all time. Like after Jordan, just because of the business.
Yeah.
Afterwards, but you wouldn't recognize his name.
Yeah.
As being like this person athlete. You know.
Is it bad though that I don't even want to work that hard for the business part? I just need to find like somebody who like came up with some type of like cure for something 30 years ago and have just been on the gravy train ever since, but we will never know who they are because we don't have like a real interest for it, but it was important. Like whoever came up with cough syrup, whoever came up with like the tires for the car, like that person, wherever they're at,
Some type of invention they got patented.
Yeah, I want to be that guy. Heck, the person that patented the Boeing airplane that we ride on. Like whoever the person was that, or the handles that go on the pilot. You know what I mean? The steering wheel for the pilot. Like whoever that was, I want to be that person. Where I created something dope that everybody needs. You can't go anywhere without it, but you don't know who I am. But I just got all this money. I got all this, I feel good about it. I know what I've done, but nobody else is going to come at it. I'm cool with that.
I'm with you in that my first answer is probably going to be just, I like my life. I'm good with what it is. But if like you had to pick, I think Crosby's life wouldn't be bad.
Can't go wrong with Crosby, though. Can't go wrong with Sid the
That's
Kid.
not a bad one. Or a
It is
professional
Sid.
golfer. See, I was thinking Brooks Koepka. See, Tiger, that's a little too much. That's a little too much on the fame side.
A little too much. Just a lot of too much right now, man. Yeah.
Phil Mickelson, I'm good on that.
When anybody that you're naming that I can instantly be like, oh yeah, I know that person is, I feel like they're too famous.
Dustin
bro.
Johnson, maybe.
I know his name, but I don't know his face.
Dustin
I definitely
Johnson
know
might
the
not
name,
be
though.
bad. He's really low key.
Mm-hmm.
Low key dude. Just goes out, bombs the ball, has a couple majors, has a Masters. Yeah, that'd be. Like he's got a U.S. Open. He's got a Masters. Hasn't won too much.
Yeah.
Low key. Doesn't bother anyone. Everyone likes him. Like I don't think anyone's got a bad thing to say about him. Actually, married Gretzky's daughter.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Dustin Johnson. That wouldn't be bad.
All right. Shout out to Dustin then.
I think I'd go with Crosby.
Well, if you gonna be
knee-jerk reaction.
I'll be Mr. Rooney then. Can't go wrong with that. All right.
That's not bad at all.
Can't go wrong with Mr. Rooney.
That's a great call.
Like Mr. Rooney, man. He's pretty low key.
Yeah.
For everything
That's
he has
actually a
going on,
great
he's actually
call.
pretty low key, man. Yeah. I go Mr. Rooney.
I think wow.
He has a great first name also, so I can't go wrong with that either. You know.
That's not a bad call.
Yeah.
I'd maybe put him in the top 3
Yeah.
for me.
I feel like he's in that convo.
I'm gonna think about
now
this
that I think
more.
about it, yeah. Because he definitely has that fine balance of a ton of success, a ton of money, juice, but not like heavy-handed in terms of the fame, not heavy-handed in terms of like a Jerry Jones where everybody knows. No, Mr. Woody.
But you're a legend in the city still.
Highly respected.
Yes, respected.
Highly respected. I want to be respected.
Great way to
Highly
put it.
respected. Absolutely. Yeah.
Crosby, very much respected.
Mm-hmm.
Dustin Johnson, I don't know how respected he is though.
Fair enough. I don't actually know either. I feel like Mr.
You
Rooney
don't
definitely
care,
got
though.
the most juice in
If
that
you're
group.
Dustin
too. I feel
Johnson,
that-
you don't care that much.
Yeah, we might be all right with our group. If we one of them 3, we all right. I think we win it.
Well, you know what? So if I bring that tweet up to TG about the AB stuff and character unlocking and whatnot, we got to ask him who his optimal character
Yes,
would be.
absolutely.
I would be very interested to hear that.
Tavon. Is it Tavon Austin? Is it Geno Smith?
Geno, he just got
Is
that
it
back.
Geno? You know it's going to be Geno. Is it AB? Maybe it must be L Bell. You know what I'm saying? Who knows when it comes to TG what he might say?
Okay.
Salute my dog,
We
though.
getting into
Salute my
these
dog.
shout-outs then.
Yeah, man. So you know what? Let's
Thanks
go
for
ahead.
entertaining that, though.
Bro, that is how we intro our segments now, man.
That's how we're doing it.
That's
That's
how
the
we are.
deep- that's a
Listen,
deep thought right
that
there.
is
That's an
you're
AB collab, though,
ingrained.
too.
You're ingrained in the intro now. The intro is what's up, start my experience with Deke. We do that. What's up? Oh, what's up? How was your weekend? What would you do today? All right, bet. Deke thought. All right. That's how we roll. That's how we roll.
What about Shaq?
Shaq is fire, but Shaq, you know.
Too popular, too famous?
No, I don't have an issue with that. It's I just
You don't want to be that tall?
nah.
Yeah, do we have to take on like their height and weight and all that
Like
stuff?
it's a lot that comes with Shaq, man. Shaq, you're not hiding anywhere. You can't low key be Shaq.
I don't know if I want to lose my height to Crosby. I think Crosby's a couple inches shorter than me.
Ooh.
Yeah, can we just take on their life?
I just
Like,
want their yeah.
I still look like myself.
Yeah, I want to be me, look like me, yad it up like me. Like I want my tats. I don't want Shaq's tats. I'm cool on his tats. I like my tats. Yeah.
I even take on his first name. I still want my last name, but you guys call me Deke. You guys call me Deke still. So that's what I mean. The first name doesn't matter.
My daddy named me Arthur. You gonna call me Arthur, not Art, not Artie, not Arturuthamus or anything else. Okay.
Donald Copeland wants to be 50 Cent.
I love 50, bro.
Rod Dawler says AI.
50 was my dude. AI was another one of my dudes. Yeah. I just don't want to get shot 9 times, man. That's my whole thing. And then with AI, you know, he from the crib. So, yeah, I'm just like, oh, I don't need to go through all that he went through either, man. Yeah. But I like it, though, bro. It's been a vibe. But if you write
Two
it down,
sides to every pick, any decision you make here.
it is.
Yeah.
Because even staying in our current self is pros and cons to that. Absolutely, man.
100%.
It's pros and cons to
It
all
goes
of
back
this
to the
thing.
J. Cole saying, though.
Come on, man.
No such thing as a life that's better than yours.
Hey, man,
as long as
gotta-
you believe it.
better
Like,
find
who can
peace,
tell you
man.
otherwise, right?
Find peace with who you are, with your situation. And if you can't find peace, try to do something to adjust it. But ultimately, man, I do know if you keep chasing this and I want to be like that person, man, yeah, go crazy. Whew. So, yeah, bro, I like it. I like it.
Okay, we doing shout-outs then?
Man, you ready? Man, let's
Yeah.
get these shout-outs going in. All right, so with that being the case, we done got the Deke thoughts dropped on us. So let's go ahead and get the show started the way that we always do. Go ahead in the comment section, drop where you are tuning in from, and we will give you those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. And don't forget to hit that like button one time and subscribe for the culture if you have not done so just yet.
All right. We got Nick Bittner, 401 Rhode Island.
Shout out to
KG
Rhode
is
Island.
trash.
We'll talk about it. Wasn't his best at, for not for 4 quarters, but for all of his snaps wasn't the best. But you already know how it goes. Check the tape, baby. I got you.
828 style, 828 Hickory, North Carolina, in the house.
Shout out to Hickory, North Carolina, too, baby.
X Concepts 724 Claridge, PA. Larry O and the Recurring Toe should be the name of his autobiography. Yeah, I'm not concerned about it at all, actually.
I mean, think about it. That was from the jump last year, and that was
And he
every
played just
week.
fine.
Yep, every week. Yeah, because he added to the injury, Corey Trace. We obviously know he was down. Not Corey. Oh my goodness. JP. Yeah, JPJ was down, and then they said Herbig, Nate.
The O lineman.
Yeah, Nate Herbig hurt his shoulder. Yesterday in practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah, they practiced yesterday and it was off today. Yeah, back out there tomorrow.
PGH 412.
Somebody else that got banged up too.
There's a few guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a couple
Bukowski
of names.
during the
couple
game
of names.
with the shoulder.
Chappelle Russell, he went to the IR.
He got axed.
I felt bad for him, man, because he actually played well on special teams. Man, he had multiple tackles.
Well, how's that gonna work? Because I saw we're waiving him, but then it's this
it's injury reserve.
Injury.
It's injury reserve. So the way it works is this: when it's before the regular season, when they go to put you on injury reserve, they have to technically cut you for 24 hours. You have to clear the waiver portion. And then from there, after they've taken you from the active roster, then they bring you back and designate you as an injured reserve. But technically, a team, from my understanding, could acquire you while you were in that 24 hours of being waived. So a team could claim you. But most teams don't, because you're claiming somebody that's not going to be playing for the whole season because they're already injured. And you have to take on their contract and all the stuff that goes along with that while they're still injured. So,
yeah, it's not like you're putting Tyreek Hill on IR like that.
And that's the other part.
Him.
Well, and the thing too is it's only, I want to say, before season, or it's something with the credited season. I got to look at the details because it's changed since I had it my last year. But it was definitely, if they put you on injured reserve before the regular season starts, you're exposed to waivers for 24 hours, but then it confirms you're going to be on IR for the whole season. You can't come back and play for that team this year. So for Chappelle, even if he were to get healed up in his December, he's still going to come back this year because they're putting him on IR before the season started. So that's how it works like that. But that's the whole, when they say waived him and then /IR, that's all they're talking about.
So that's actually a good option for him.
Yeah, no, honestly.
That's good for him.
Yeah, because the decision that you have to make as the player during this time is, how injured am I? Do I think I can come back this season? If I think I can come back this season, they're trying to IR me. You tell them, nah, give me a settlement, and I'll rehab on my own once I'm healthy, sign me back, and then we'll go from there. Now, obviously, that's the diciness, because they can go sign anybody in that process and say your recovery takes longer. Now, if they paid you 3 weeks for your recovery, but it take you 6 weeks, them extra 3 weeks, you kind of on your own.
Right.
So that's the pros and the cons to that. Whereas if you don't feel like you're going to be able to come back this season, like a Chappelle Russell right now, you say, man, let me at least guarantee I'm going to get paid this year. I'm going to at least guarantee I'm going to get a credited season. Or, it's a credited season because it's IR. So that helps you in terms of when you retire, your benefits and stuff. And you get the familiarity just being in the organization another year. You seeing the coaching staff. You seeing the players.
Yeah, I feel like we like him enough.
Yeah.
To keep him around.
Well, because he's athletic, man. Yeah.
Tyrone Johnson, Nashville 615.
Shout out to 615, baby. And shout out to Nashville, man. The fighting Will Levis is down there, man, cutting up a little bit. Yeah.
Did he do all right?
I mean, I caught the end of it.
I didn't see anything
Yeah, I
from him.
caught the end of it.
I just saw the top 3 rookie quarterbacks. I saw the highlights on YouTube.
So
Every
what-
pass attempt.
So I watched all the Anthony Richardson Colts game. Watched
And I saw
CJ
Trey
Stroud.
Lance shit the bed.
Yeah, I watched CJ Stroud, Trey Lance. Yeah, he was tripping. And then I watched Seattle. Had to see Devin Bush, man. 5-5. Well,
What's your
actually
take?
0. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. He looked good out there. But what did we all said when he came here? He's not a 3. We didn't say it when he first got here, but after a while we said, man, he is better situated in the 4-3. And remember last season, Eagles game, we played that 4-3 defense. We talked about how he was the most productive we've ever seen. He was flying around. He was clean. Over in Seattle, they run a very similar defense to what we were running in Philly that week. So watching him, he was clean. He was aggressive. He was flying around. He was making tackles. He looked good. And I was just like, yo, you look like you fit here. You look like you fit in this 4-3. This is a good, space for him to be in. Now, granted, it was just one game, so you got to see if he can replicate it and keep going forward and things like that. But I did think for that to be my first time seeing him in a full game since that Eagles one in that particular style of defense, thought that he definitely showed once again that that's where he belongs. Don't have them guards uncovered where they can walk up on him, because I'm watching Cole Holcomb, Quan Alexander, Mark Robinson. They putting hat and hands on guards, putting paws on them dudes, and it's very different than the style of play that Devin would play when them guards are coming up on him. He was trying to beat it with athleticism, backdooring and stuff, but you make the holes too wide, because now instead of me being here and condensing it, I'm going over here trying to run around it. It's more space. Rush lane a lot bigger. So if you the 3 technique, you a D tackle, your Cam Hayward, your Larry Ogunjobi, from that wall to this wall is a lot more distance to cover versus from you to me.
I get what you're saying.
So it was like that type of stuff. Whereas when you look at them boys, Cole, Quan, Mark, you watch them boys on Friday, they were hat in hands, physically putting paws on them dudes, buckling them. They tackle a little bit better, but it's the first game, so you can have some of that. But that to me was the big difference in their style. Whereas for Devin, though, out in Seattle, he doesn't have to do that now because he got two D tackles in front of him.
Right.
2 D tackles, ends. It's the stay going 4-3 with the sand walk down, so you feel super covered up. Now it's just, be fast. Be fast, be athlete.
More big bodies in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's perfect for him in that situation. So I thought he did look good out there.
Well, wish him the best, except for
salute him, man.
On that New Year's Day game or New Year's Eve game, we play them.
Every game but that game, huh?
Did they play the Bills, too?
I don't know. What you want to do? Get that game too, bro? Chill out, man.
I'm gonna wish him extra luck for that.
That's crazy. You seen Ulysses Gilbert out there when we played him on Friday?
I honestly didn't recognize him at all.
Bro,
I didn't see him. Where was he at?
He had a tackle. He had a tackle for loss. It was early in the game.
I haven't rewatched the game today.
It was in the second.
He was even out there.
It was in the second. He had the tackle for loss, but he got so hyped. Like, my man jumped though. He celebrated like 50 yards out of the field, bro. I was like, yeah, we all have been there. When it's your first time going against the old squad and you want to let everybody know that you still got the juice. Yeah, it happens, bro. It happens.
I'll say a few more. Jeremy B, 901. Mong Yash, 916, Sacktown.
Sacktown.
Chris G, 713, Houston, Texas. What it do,
Hey,
baby?
shout out to Houston, man. Draped up and dripped out, man. Let's go.
And then we got Mason Hart from the 907, Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Baby. Josh Nemec from the 518, New York. And then last one I'll say is Javi Berg, 420, LA.
Shout out to Javi Berg, 420, holding it down over on you said LA, right?
Yep.
Over there on the west side. One time for the culture, one time for the culture. All righty, man. Well, let's tap into this thing here.
Yeah, we got some super chats already rolling in. I'm sure we got some takes here to react to.
About to say, I'm gonna see how many supers we get in before we gotta pop up the old game recap. How many questions we got before it's something related to the game. What's your over under? What you think? 2 questions, 1 question, 3 questions?
It might. I don't want it to seem like I cheated or not here, because obviously I screenshotted all the super chats, but I don't really remember any of the early ones. So I'm gonna say over under. The over under.
I said it at 3. We said it at 3.
I think 3 is a good one.
You taking the over? You taking the under?
Under. I think it's gonna be like within the first 1 or 2.
I look, you take the under as well.
Do
bro.
upper room members count though? That's the other question.
Ooh.
I would definitely take the under if the upper rooms don't count.
Dang.
Because we do have a couple early on.
Upper rooms don't count. Let's keep it spicy.
Yeah,
Upper rooms don't
think
count. The over under is 3 questions or comments before we get something related to the game.
Yeah, I think it's under.
Right.
I think it's within 2.
Here we go, baby. Here we go.
Tito Whitaker gifted a Mets membership to, I'm not sure because I cut off who he gave it to.
All right, but Tito Whitaker, shout out to you, baby, for being a rock star in life, and welcome to.
Oh wait, I have it. Cody Kitka.
Cody Kitka, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
And Chilla gifted a Moats. Wait, what? Maybe that was gifted by Chilla. Cody Kitka.
No. They both did. Tito got 1. Tito was at 401, and then Chilla was at 402.
Chilla gifted 1 too, but Cody Kitka got the Chilla one.
Oh, all right.
I still don't know who got the Tito Whitaker one. Then.
Yeah, I couldn't find that one either. But either way, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
A2A Style says, I would love to be the one who invented weave.
Oh, weave. I think you said weed. Yeah, like the hair weave. Yeah, that yaki, that Brazilian. Yeah,
God
come on
created
now.
weed, I guess, right?
Yeah, because that's just, God's green earth. Can't go wrong with that unless you call it the devil's lettuce. Then you're saying that, hot man made it. But either way, I'm very appreciative of it.
Now, I don't know if this counts as a Steeler topic, but Colton Troy Food just says, Nick the Flying Hawaiian Herbig.
Okay. Hey, bro, what is your order that you're in? I feel like we missed a couple. Yeah. I
might have. This might be on you then.
All right, yeah, because there was a couple that were in, but they're not in order. Do you have a Joe Gerbis and other Jacob in there?
No, this thing might have jumped.
Okay,
on me
so
then.
yeah, it's before
this
you.
This is all you.
All right. So here we go. So
performance by me so far.
No, man, you're cooking, man. Come on, bro. That Deke thought you walked in here with, man. We ain't playing no games. But we got Joe Gerbis first pulling up, man. And Joe says, Moats, you were the ops. Dang. Oh, you were the ops at one point. I love how our team looks, but I need the cons of our team explained because this has me on cloud 9, but I love y'all. So does that count as like, I can go ahead and throw it up there, or do we need to wait? Do I just answer that?
What are the cons of this team?
Yeah. Because he said I used to be an op. Even though that kind of hurt my feelings, I used to be an op. Dang, bro. Why you smiling? Why you smiling, Deke? Deke, why are you smiling, bro? That's kind of crazy. I say, my man said I used to be an op. You see, I'm over here like, dang, that's not a cool thing to say about me. I look over to you smirking. You smiling. Like you just got your Happy Meal or something. Man, what's that about, bro?
Sometimes you need that smoke. Sometimes you need a little bit of that friction.
No, we don't. Why? No, I thought we won. I thought we took care of it this weekend, bro.
It can't just be all good and happy here all the time.
That's nuts, man.
It's how we are here in Pittsburgh, dude. I don't know if, you lived here for how long? I don't know if you've recognized that about the people.
This is 7 years for me, actually. I'm very close to Yinzer status.
Just throwing it out there. We're a chip on the shoulder type of people here.
Yeah. Just saying, bro. Just saying.
So you got any of the cons?
I was a little surprised by that.
I couldn't see any.
I was a little bit surprised by that.
Now, honestly, our O-line was struggling as the game went on, but that was the second and third stringers. And the secondary was struggling as well. But again, second, third stringers, it felt like we were playing soft defense at times. Those are my takes from afar.
So if I'm thinking of our current cons, just based on this team that we just saw on Friday, obviously we know that we would have a couple of other people out there if everybody was healthy. The cons that I would say right now, still slightly have some questions about O-line, just based on some of the matchups individually matched up.
Yeah, what the hell was Chooks doing?
Well, this is the thing. See, this man, I might have just put this thing up here, bro, because I feel like I might.
That dude was cooking.
So yeah,
but is that a rookie?
Yeah, from Louisville. He nice, bro.
Diaby.
Yeah, he nice. Well, this is the thing though, man. When we talk about our offensive line, right? One of the things that I would say in terms of why I felt just a little bit uneasy was because of that particular matchup. Not because of it being a rookie, but because the common theme is speed. Speed had Chooks being a little nervous in the sense of it just had him playing a little bit out of whack. Now, the one thing that I did like about Chooks was on the touchdown pass to George Pickens, that same kid was about to cook Chooks, tried to take him on an inside rush. Chooks did an excellent job of getting his balance back, putting two hands on him and getting a pancake, ultimately allowing Kenny to step up and make that throw. If Chooks don't finish the way that he does, Kenny probably getting hit and is not even going to get that ball off. So that part I did like about, Chooks' performance. Even when I thought of Dan Moore, I said Dan I thought played well. But then when I'm looking at Broderick, I thought Broderick was kind of up and down. Broderick's also a rookie, first time in an NFL stadium playing as much as he did.
Yeah, he played a lot.
I think
there was more.
So I was like,
scrutiny.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, are you fatigued at some point? Are you trying to figure out where your spots are? Because just, when I watch him, I'm like, I see some parts where you look dominant, like you could be the guy, like we all expect you to be. But then it was some times where I'm just like, you can't have that type of, rep right here because that guy isn't a starter in this league. But the dudes you would be facing on Sundays when the season starts, they're going to be a lot better than this dude, have a lot more effort, have just a deeper bag. So it was like that type of stuff. But once
Dobby
again,
might be good as time goes on.
No, I think Dobby's
he might be a good player.
To me, Dobby's explosive. But I'm not just talking about Dobby because remember, Broderick didn't go versus Dobby. That was more so Chooks going against Dobby. That's the part where I was saying for Broderick where I'm like, if it's Dobby, that's different. All right, we've seen Dobby getting off on Chooks. Dobby has a great first step. Dobby has a smooth hand placement. Shoot, Dobby was a big factor in Louisville getting at the JMU this season. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, see some of the stuff with him.
What was the thing with Broderick then? Because I actually thought Broderick played pretty good. There was like one or two that I was like, But he did play a lot.
So this is my thing. When we're just talking about when you watch the tape, right? And this is what he said, like, as the opposition, not as, hey, I'm a fan of this team, man. I'm an alumni of this team. Like, if I'm really going to nitpick it, I'm looking at Broderick's performance, and I'm like, yo, you had some really good moments. You had some spots where you finished really well. You also had some spots where I feel like I could outwork you, where I just simply think that you're talented, but are you lazy or are you tired right here? That's the part I'm speaking on specifically. And you can get away with it in a preseason game in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, right? Because the talent drops off. You're not facing their starting edge rushers. It's the second group, or maybe it's the third group, right? We don't even know, like, because we didn't follow the whole roster to see who all these particular guys. We knew they weren't the guys, right?
Right.
So when I'm talking about you allowing dudes to even finish near the quarterback or even be able to drive you back a couple of steps where you're stopping right next to the quarterback, that type of stuff shouldn't be happening against those type of dudes. And that's why I was saying, was it just you were getting a little bit tired because, man, I'm playing a lot of snaps and it's my first NFL game with all the emotions, all the excitement, everything in it's in Florida? Or is it just simply you just got to raise your level up in the sense of you can't just say because I done blocked this dude 3 times to sleep, I could just chill on this last one right here? Because that was the part for me where if...
And you were in the whole game. Yeah. So you went through the second stringers, the third stringers, and protecting Tanner Morgan. So you're like, he might be thinking in the back of my mind,
chilling.
Bro, what am I getting out of this game?
and honestly, you do think like that in the preseason for a fact. It's times where you're like, bro...
I don't blame Tomlin leaving him. Try to build that mental fortitude.
Well, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
No, you play them rookies, man. Play it. Until you earn the right to not be out there in the preseason, you go out there. But that would be how, if I'm just nitpicking, that's how I would look at it, you know, in terms of the O-line. Because Broderick is not somebody that we're viewing as a swing tackle. Broderick is a guy that we're talking about potentially being our starting left tackle. I can't have the Bucs' second and third team dude getting the pressure.
Getting it close. I get what you're saying.
Like, that's what
I don't think he let up a sack, but there was a time or two a dude would fall by Morgan's feet or Mason's
you're like, bro,
feet.
what we doing, man? Yeah. And like we said, it's the preseason, right? Not everybody out there is going to make NFL roster. Some of them dudes out there are going to be gym teachers, bagging groceries, doing everything else in a couple of weeks. If you can't beat them dudes, what does that say about you? And that's the part for me when I was just looking, I'm just like, yo, you showed me some really dope stuff, but I need this to be better right here too. So that's, but like I said, he's young. So that's just my, as an a former op, that's how I would nitpick it. But that would be the part for me. And then when we talked about the secondary in the second half, I don't feel like it was all on them. I also thought that our pass rush.
Well, yeah, I don't even think Herbig was out there anymore,
he was not. Once he came off that field, bro, it really dropped off.
Anymore.
Yeah, it really dropped off. I thought Keanu and DeMarvin were showing some stuff, but once that group was done, bro.
Yeah, I think that was the fourth quarter.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't fault the DBs. That to me is, you need a rush to help you guys out. And it really wasn't there at that part of the game.
Now, some people might bring up James Pierre just throughout the whole game. Now, the thing with him, I don't know how he didn't pick that first pass off. That thing was a lollipop right for him. I think he underjumped it or misjudged it, but that should have been a pick. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. To me, I looked at it like this. Pierre plays with great effort, plays with great technique, but he's limited at certain parts of his game. I think at times he respects some of these receivers a little bit too much. And that is, would allow some of those catches to be caught on him. But the one thing that I will say, man, he is always going to play with great effort. He's always going to never turn down contact in terms of being a tackling dude or being a dude that's willing to step up in the run game. So do I look at Pierre as the guy that I want to start this year? Nah. But if Pierre is the fourth corner, like, man, shoot, we all right. Because Pierre is going to give me all the effort. He's going to technically be where he needs to be. He's not going to blow any calls. And he's not going to have to match up with the number 1 receiver or the number 2 receiver. So that's the thing with Pierre where I was just like, yeah, you playing him outside the whole time. Like, all right, it happens. But in the context of this season, when were you just going to be out there for that long? You're going to be the 4th dude that come in here and playing this little dime package on occasion when that team goes 4 wide or something like that. So
We were hoping he would maybe lose his spot to Trice, but
But yeah, because obviously Trice is injured now. But
Yeah.
that was dude. He said, remember we said Trice was going to compete with him.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. I have no problem with Pierre being our fourth outside guy, and maybe in the whole depth chart he's more like sixth or seventh, depending on what slot corners we keep. That's what Pierre is right now.
Yeah, because it's always funny. Like I said, anytime you open up that stat sheet, you look at the tackles. You're like, all right, my LB got 10 tackles. I love that. When your corner got 10 tackles, you're like, hold on.
He was
bro.
out there the whole game.
Yeah. I don't want my corner ever having 10 tackles. I'm like, bro, what's going on, bro? They throwing at you too much to get 10 tackles. 5 tackles, cool. 7 tackles, you was really getting after. You was lifting weights. 10 tackles, but it's picking on you, bro. All right, they seen something they like. They felt real confident going over that way. But he still. All right, question. Do you count the touchdown on him?
Yeah, you gotta make a play there. You gotta make a play. I just couldn't believe it wasn't picked. I was like, oh, he threw it right to Pierre here. This is gonna be easy. He like barely jumped and just put the hand up.
You know, to me, this is what I thought happened. Watching it again, I said,
Did it hit his? It looked like it tipped his hand.
Read it perfectly. It saw everything, and it was like he did everything great, except when it was time to finish. Like he took his foot off the gas.
Yeah, maybe he thought it was
Like
out of bounds.
That's what it looked like to me. Like he went to the back and figured there's no room back here. I'm good. I'm just like, well, you got to finish the play. But when we talk about little things, that's some of the little stuff, right? Now, it's not saying that he's always dealt with that because that's never been a reoccurring theme in terms of finish. But for him on that particular play, that's one of those ones where you're going to highlight it and you say, hey, this is the difference between you making this play and we feeling great about you and you moving up the depth chart versus the convo we having right now and the feelings that we're having right now. Because that's the play you should have made. You read it excellent. You're in cover 3. You're sinking because you don't have any work and you're seeing the route coming. You're like, oh, I got this. You run it all the way to the back corner of the end zone perfectly, and he just chill. But that's the part he'll learn from. He'll definitely learn from that.
We got a hot take alert.
Let's talk about it.
EPCSG. JPJ stock is down. I smell a bust.
Dang, how he get stock down? Dang on. My man ain't done that.
Availability is important.
Jeez. Sheesh, man. That's nuts.
Hey, so you have the other super chats, right? Before
Yes.
My earliest one, I guess, would be Colton Choi-Fu, the flying Hawaiian.
Oh yeah, I got a couple.
What was I doing?
Bro,
Sleep at the wheel.
No. You were telling the story. Remember? Not telling the story, but deep thoughts.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse. I'm also seeing Zeke to the Pats.
Is it confirmed?
1 year deal.
Is it confirmed?
Everyone's saying it in the chat. Unless everyone in the chat's in on the joke. I'm confirming it. I don't even need to look it up. I believe the chat.
We'll put it like this. I mean, I'm a Zeke guy. I like Zeke.
AFC East rivals now, though.
Yeah. If he had to go to a team, I'd rather you have went to that one than one of the other ones.
I think he would have hurt the Dolphins.
You think so?
I don't know if he would have fit in with what they're doing down there.
See, to me though, I look at it and I just simply say running game. He
just would have been their goal line back, short yardage back, maybe power back.
Zeke is a consistent dude. You just don't want him as your full time guy right now. But as long as you got something to pair with it, that's why I thought of like the Jets.
He could have been like Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
In the late stages of his career.
Like you don't got to be great. Just you still nice. You still got vision, but you can't carry that load for 17 weeks. That's the problem with Zeke and a lot of them dudes when they start to get older. You just every week it's tough on you, man.
He's getting some money too, up to $6 million.
Incentives. Bet it's a whole bunch of incentives, bro.
Yeah, they say up to $6 million.
You know it's a ton of incentives on that thing, man. But I like it for him though, man. I mean, great opportunity for him. He's gonna get the rock. They gonna run it. They definitely gonna do that.
Henry Madre now.
Mm-hmm. They do kind of seem like the same style of back though, like that power thump bruise.
I think Ramage's got a little bit more shiftiness to him. A little bit better, like agility.
Man, that's like when we start talking. Man, a Landon versus Cole's really athletic. Right. It's like, bro, they still kind of
in the same boat.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
But I like it though, bro. I like it though.
All right, what do you got then?
All right, so let's see. Next on the list was other Jacob. He says that CA3, speed is legit, talking about Calvin Austin III. He says, how y'all doing today? I missed a lot of lives, but I'm always listening on the pod. Shout out Moats, Deke, and the chat. Shout out to you. And he just joined the upper room. So other Jacob, hashtag Pickett Fence. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
We got some reactions from the chat.
All right. Here we go.
Stan Claire, Ezekiel's never got out of that Cabo sand.
Seriously, my folks, they diehard Cowboys fans. They swear when he went to Cabo, that changed everything. Because that was before he got paid. Once he got paid, bro, he ain't never been the same since Cabo. We don't know what happened in Cabo. I don't know what he ate, if he got lost. But yeah, he has not been the same since Cabo, bro.
Robert Cotting also has a prediction. Says Zeke will run wild over the Bills in all caps.
Hey, man, everybody got a thought process on it. Everybody got a prediction. If you really like that, put your money on it.
I didn't want to read that, but
Yeah.
since we were talking about Zeke, I just felt like I had to.
I'm sure they're going to put some props up on his over or unders. And, they played them twice. So, yeah, if you feel that way, baby, don't talk about it. Just be about it, baby. That's all. Just be about it. Take the overs in both games.
So you're telling him to screenshot his Zeke bet and tag you on X or Twitter?
There you
tag
go.
you on Instagram
and
to let you know he did it?
And it's twice a year. You can't miss it. I ain't ducking it. It's twice a year. Take the over. Yeah.
Okay, those were the only two Zeke
I like.
comments.
Yeah. Tell me to run over. Hey, man. Hey. All four.
What were you saying? You said something about Calvin Austin?
Oh, yeah. So, other Jacob said that Calvin Austin, the third speed, is legit. 100%, man. I love that, man. The jet sweep, we called it too. I called the jet sweep. You called the deep pass.
That was
hit both of them.
It was easy. It was too easy of a call.
Hit both of them, bro. We hit on both. We like the lottery over here. We better than the lottery, bro.
Wish he would have got the ball more. Actually, I think Mason underthrew one to him, didn't he?
Yeah, the deep out. That was like literally Mason's like first throw of the game. Yeah, he short armed a little bit. To me though, Calvin did the one thing that I wanted him to do: look fast. I was like, man, we coach the rest of it up later. But you got to take that speed that you are known for, that you've shown in practice, and show it in the game. And he did that on the jet sweep. Excellent job running around the little DN outside linebacker. He was stuck in mud. Takes that up the sideline. And then obviously we know the touchdown. But the other play that I like was when he drew the PI. You remember that too?
That's important.
Yeah. And it's still footy. It's like, man, when Calvin was out there with the Bucs second group, that second corners, not as explosive, right? But them dudes I thought did a better job of getting hands on Calvin. That third group that came out there, I don't know what they were thinking. They would not put hands on Calvin. That's when he drew the PI, and then that's when he ran by the other dude. But literally, both of them corners, when they subbed that next group, I'm just like, bro, y'all are tripping. Like, y'all seen what he looked like. Y'all know his name. Like, it ain't no mystery.
Maybe they didn't do their homework.
Just like, God, dog.
Maybe they pulled a Johnny Manziel.
Man, I seen my man with a 10-yard cushion. I said, bro, you're stupid. That is not enough. And Calvin is taking off track Olympic speed. I'm like, bro, good luck with that one. Hey, try to hold him back. But you ain't stopping nothing that way. Nothing. Yeah, but to me, man, those type of plays for Calvin are perfect starting out. Verticals, stops, deep outs, because all of it looks the same. Speed. You want that dude running, hauling tail, and then you breaking it off. Think about Tyreek. Tyreek Hill and got a nice run in his routes, and it's all based off of speed. He's not some super refined route runner, but because he's so fast and he makes you believe it every single time, when he run a stop, when he run an in, when he run anything, you just like, bro, it looks vertical. Like, I would give that up every day of the week. Just protect the vertical. That's, to me, what Calvin's going to be able to bring to his table early on. Everything else could grow from there. But the way that he was running and already showing that on tape, man, I'm like, yeah, that you can build from that. You just got to keep making it look like that, though.
You're right. It went hand in hand on one of my takes, or one of the things I needed to see in this game. I feel like he's got to see the field come week one. Like, it's just too much explosiveness. It's too much speed that could benefit our offense. Mm-hmm. Now, again, I don't think he needs to be the third receiver over Allen Robinson. Just get him out on the field. Get him out there for 20%, 30% of the time, maybe 10, 15 snaps or whatnot. You give him a jet sweep. You give him a couple passes or whatnot on a drag, and maybe you take a shot. And it could end either in
a PI or a touchdown.
PI incomplete or a touchdown, explosive play where we score really quick.
Mm-hmm.
He showed me everything I need to see, because that was the question mark, or the thing on my mind going into this was, show us that you deserve snaps when the regular season comes around, because we're seeing all this great stuff. We're hearing all this great stuff from training camp about your speed. But if you can't show it out on the actual field on Sundays, then it doesn't matter at all. Yeah. And he caught the ball. I mean, that's a big deal. Like, that's a big catch. Catch the ball.
You know what it is,
it's a big moment.
Come on,
dude,
bro.
You're so wide open. It's one of those.
How many times have we seen Tay? How many times have we seen Tay? It's like, bro, if it's too wide open, they going to drop them ones. Julio. If it's
and
too
with all
wide
the
open, they'll drop
expectations
them
we
ones,
have on
man.
him and stuff. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That was a good catch.
Like,
and low-key a good throw.
Who threw that again? The one thing I would say that I do want to see from Calvin, I didn't get a chance to see it Friday, him as a returner.
Well, I wanted to ask you, what the hell's up with that? They got him listed at number 1 on the depth chart, and then they got Jordan Bird out here. Like, even though Gunner?
To me, I think it was one of those ones where Coach T, Danny Smith, they all said they're not playing their starters. They're not playing their ones. You notice it was no Presley Harvin. There was no Chris Boswell. If I remember correctly, it wasn't even Christian Kuntz snapping it. They kept the main dudes weren't out there. You look at the return, like the core members on punt return, kickoff, kick return. None of the main dudes were up there. So just from personal experience, from personal experience here, first preseason game for a fact, they will do that where Danny will just be like, if you're one of my guys, you're not playing in this game. If you're new to the team, free agent acquisition draft pick, this is how I'm going to get to learn you. So this second game, I think it'll be different. I think now we got the chance to see some of them dudes, or at least a mix of them. But it's going to be either that second or third one where Danny will put all them dudes out there just so then we can get that full, like, all right, everybody get used to covering it one time, at least this preseason. Then from there, we got the regular season.
Yeah, because Bird didn't do much, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one, bro. But he did maintain possession,
right?
Which is the first thing. If you could do that, you got a chance.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, what was the next one then?
All right, let me get to it. I think we're caught up because you said 828 style with the Hawaiian or the weave, and then Colton Choi Fu. Yeah.
Nick the Flying Hawaiian Herbig.
Hey, bro, shout out to Herbig, man. I thought he played really well, man. Looked explosive, good bend, active hands. Yeah, I liked him a lot. Even had a tackle on special teams. Do I give like my op responses?
Let's hear it. Yeah, because it's interesting.
Yeah, only op responses. I thought
because no one said a bad thing about Herbig.
Yeah, I just want to see the matchup. I just thought in the preseason.
Yo, wait. Did you see this today? I was watching it, and they actually had their starting right tackle out there against Herbig. Now, I did some research. He moved from guard to right tackle, so that's probably why. It's almost like us keeping Broderick Jones out there because you want to give him as many reps as possible. But I think that's something still.
It is. But that's what I'm saying in the sense of, if that's Chooks, I still feel better because it's like, yo, this is a dude who's already been that. So that's what I meant by like the matchup. Not downplaying in the sense of like personnel, but just in the sense that's not a starting right tackle in the league just yet. Does he have a chance to be? Sure.
That's where they have him scheduled to be,
Right. So that's kind of how I looked. I'm like, I want to see it versus just a little bit of talent. I thought Nick Herbig, Keanu Bitt, and DeMarvin Leal, the note I wrote on all three was, I need to see you versus better competition. Because all three of them flashed. All three of them looked dominant at times. All three of them looked unblockable in the pass game and in the running game, played with great effort. Looked exactly what I thought they would look like, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, now I want to see you versus something more legit. Because that's going to be the true gauge of what is Sunday, week 1, week 2, week 3 look like. Because we know you're not facing that type of talent traditionally in the regular season, or at least not on a week in and week out basis. You're going to be facing some dudes that are more polished, more confident, just better players, right? What do you look like versus the upper end competition?
Yeah.
Because if you can do that versus the Chooks, okay, now you can do that versus Orlando Brown. Like, it's like, yo, who can we stop you against? And that was kind of what we talked about with Alex Highsmith a couple years ago. Man, you flashing, but can you do that versus that type of dude? All right, then he started to do it. Well, can you do it against these dudes when TJ ain't out here? And it's like, oh, he did that too? He started paying more. It's like, yeah, man.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading some of this.
I already know the Kendricks is coming in, bro.
Hold on. With Herbig, I will say this, though, about him versus all the other players that were playing that side of the ball, or like, TJ Watt's side. He was the one. As soon as he got out there, I said, "Holy shit!" Like I was just watching the game by myself. I said, "Holy shit!" Like, wow. Like he jumped off the screen because we had other guys out there. I can't remember. Did Roche play that side at all?
Yeah.
Perales.
Yeah.
But like Herbig was the one though.
Herbig jumped off. Yep.
Where he made it count the most.
Herbig jumped off the screen, bro.
So yeah, to your point, like, all right, let's bump it up, because I think you're showing already that you can be that third or fourth edge rusher for us, beating out of Roche and whoever the hell else we had on the rest of the edge rush depth chart.
Yeah.
Because you know who I liked? I like Golden. That first series.
I was about to say. So I got my notes, man. I like heck yeah, bro. Like, to me, Marcus Golden looked great. I loved, first off, just how lean he looks now. I'm used to like the younger version of Marcus where he was a lot thicker. Now you saw he was like way more leaned out. Maybe it was the black uni, I don't know. But he looks smooth. But to me, man, he's heavy-handed. That was the Marcus Golden that I know, man. That's the Marcus Golden I love watching play, because he is a heavy-handed bully when he plays. You watch that first play, he put paws on that dude. Then that was out the 6 technique. Tight end out the way, goes and gets on the tackle. Then you watch him. This was on the play where Quan Alexander had the big-time TFL. Marcus Golden, the one that dented it. He takes his tackle and picks off the puller. Quan is just tackling practice.
Yeah, it looked like he did good things all 3 plays in that first year.
I'm looking at Marcus. I'm like, bro, I don't see any hesitation. I don't see anybody that looked like he don't know what he's doing. I don't see anybody that looked old or pissed off or anything. He just he was ready to kick butt and let everybody know that, hey, I'm Marcus Golden. I play for the Pittsburgh Steelers now. I was loving it, bro. Loving it. I want to see more. But that's the beauty of these type of games, though, right? It's one thing to watch it in practice. It's one thing to watch it in practice with pads on. But now to see it in the stadium versus something foreign, something different, it's like, all right, maybe we could believe this even more now. All right, let's see, we can go, what's the next step from this thing? And obviously we know this one coming up against the Bills. That'd be the next part of, right, the evaluation. But to me, I was excited about it, though, man. Like, I thought he played really well.
I think the thing we could say in general was the mentality from the offseason that we've been trying to push down to the team, right, of getting back to Steeler football, being more physical, all that. We saw that in this game.
Facts.
Like, even though it's not the starters
yeah.
out there. I know the first team played the first series on offense, but a lot of our stars, a lot of our veterans didn't play on defense. But just throughout the game, and we've talked about how this team has a lot of good depth.
Yeah.
So, like, it seems like that message has been sent and has been taken in by everyone on the team. Now, I don't know what you want to call that fourth quarter, because it was just sloppy football. Do you want to just say it's the first preseason game and there's a bunch of scrubs out there? That's that. But those first 3 quarters, that felt like Steeler football, even though it was our, like, second or third stringers, guys that might not be playing as much during the regular season. So I can only imagine that that'll be the same case whenever the first team's out there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And just for the third team,
they were trying. They were trying at least.
I would definitely agree with the sloppiness part. And part of that is because of not everybody that is on the roster right now is actually an NFL player. And what we mean is the sloppiness comes from you not being good enough at times. So you got to grab, you got to reach, you got to do some bad stuff. That does happen in the back ends of them preseason games, which is why you take out all of the higher end guys, because you don't want dudes getting hurt. And yeah, low key, I thought Mason was going to get hurt on a couple of plays. Yeah. Well, it's unfortunate.
I mean,
bro.
Are we talking about this?
Yeah, I felt bad because.
Can I say something?
You go first. You go first. I feel like you go get it off your chest, and I will see how I need to repair the situation.
Let me situate my mic a little bit.
Lord have mercy.
The fun is over. No more fullback talk. No more fan favorite talk. Oh, KG, what's his new nickname? Oh, man, this is awesome. No more. Absolutely no more. Because if the dude can't even be our backup center, it's all for naught. Doesn't mean shit. You know what the best comparison I could think of with this situation?
I'm listening, bro.
The Kendrick Green fullback stuff. The Step Brothers. Whenever John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell go to get their new jobs, and they're dressed up in the tuxedos, they're talking to Seth Rogen, right? Once they sit down, start to get acclimated, Seth Rogen's like, I get you guys, like the tuxedos. Like, this is funny. I'll be once like some cool guys on the job that we could chop it up, have a good time, right? And then as the interview goes on, what does John C. Reilly do? Lays a fart for like 10, 15 seconds.
Yep, messed it all up.
And then Seth Rogen says, yeah, come to think of it now, us Tuxedos are a little fucked.
Yeah, yep.
That's exactly this Kendrick Green scenario. Because it's all well and good. Kendrick Green at fullback, we're all excited. Oh, look at his new position. He might be able to do something for us. And then we see him out on the field again as center. That fullback stuff, that was kind of messed up to begin with. All the nicknames, are you kidding me?
Didn't we talk about this? I could have sworn we talked about this where you was giving all them nicknames. And Chat was giving me, he was like, yo, maybe we should wait.
The fun
until we
is
see
over.
it.
The fun is over.
All right. For my dog Kendrick Green and all of the nicknames, because he's received a ton of new nicknames now. I don't know if you realized that.
I'm seeing
it's
some
been
in the
a
chat.
ton of new nicknames that have come in for Kendrick. Not as cool, not as glass half full as some of them other ones were. Okay. But I'll say this, man, in terms of Kendrick, definitely took a step back in terms of just the momentum that he created. But they played him exclusively at center. We talked about the optimism, the excitement was because of what he was doing at fullback, where he had a competitive advantage, where he would punch down, where he looked good. And we talked about the versatility that it brought because of his ability to play center and guard. But the thing was this, man, and I said this to myself watching the game live. And then I remember when I was rewatching that joint, watching him, I said, man, I love Kendrick's effort. I love Kendrick's heart. I love his eagerness to do whatever they ask. But bro was about to get somebody hurt, bro.
Yeah,
like, Mason, man, it was a play where Kendrick got big boy taken up for the ride. He dropped, like the D tackle drops him on Mason. I'm like, bro, that could have been like the Joe Theismann, like snap your leg, just because, like, yeah, you gotta be able to fight back. You gotta be able to defend your own self, because you making it more of a liability for everybody else. When bodies hitting the ground, that's when dudes get hurt like that, man. And he just looked little again, which we already knew him at center. And initially, because he had some good plays, and that was the thing. Like, of all the plays he played, it was probably 4 or 5. It was 4 to 5 plays tops where he got big boyed. But the problem is those 4 or 5 plays are so egregious that the 10 to 15 where I'm like, yo, you looking good, you blocking, you got good effort right here, it doesn't matter. Because for a fact, man,
yeah, because he didn't have a bad play every snap.
He went in there at center. I'm like, okay, Kendrick, you look good right here, Kendrick. And I remember writing him up. I'm like, all right, first 3 to 4. I'm like, yeah, bro, I can't wait, man. Kendrick, that's like, this what we need, Kendrick. And then he gets big, but I'm like, God, dog, like the way that one play looked, it made me not even care about them other 3 plays.
Yeah.
Then he comes back and it's
because
the same
that could happen
thing.
at any point.
Yes.
You just want some sort of consistency.
I'm just like, bro, it can't be you dropping all the way down here, because that is how dudes will get hurt, man. Like, that can't happen, bro. So like I said, for me, I was like, dang, man, I felt bad because I do want to see him at fullback. But you can't be on the field at center if that's what's your bad play is, right? We talk about Chuk's bad play. We talk about Broderick Jones' bad play. We talk about Pierre's bad plays. All them bad players are like, yo, that might be just a matchup thing. Or is that an athleticism thing? Or is that a conditioning thing? With this thing, it's like, bro, this clearly is just the size thing. And 2-3 years into this thing, we still have seen that you don't have an answer for that, because you were playing against a 4-3 defense when they were in their nickel packages, so you weren't covered up. That's literally the D tackle coming from a 3 and from a 1, slanting down there to take you on them rides. That can't happen, bro. That can't happen. I don't know what to do with him, bro. Like, I don't want him back out there at center. To me, fullback is the only place that I would want to see him out there, because even at guard, I'm saying, yo, you got the same issue. If it's a 3-4 team, okay, I got the nose and I got the 5 technique. But anybody that's watched your tape knows I'm not trying to shake you. I'm not trying to speed rush you. I am bull rushing you, bro. That is the mixtape on him right now.
I got you by 40, 50 pounds, whatever it is.
And literally everybody has like something, right? But like I said, you got to be able to hide your deficiencies. You got to be able to hide your negativity. He does not have any answer for that just yet. I remember to this day when Al first came in, was playing tackle, he struggled with power rushers. the bull rush because it was like he was so tall. And then he had to learn his counter. His counter was the trap. Everybody would see, trap the hands off of him. It was like, just do that. And that helped him just raise his floor. So from then on out, it wasn't saying that he was going to be perfect against the bull, that would work every time. But as a person that would rush against him, it made you think about it. You weren't just going to feel like you could just, I ain't got to do nothing to self-bull him. No, you felt you had to set it up. You had to make yourself work a lot harder to get to that. And that was a testament to him. Kendrick hasn't figured that part out for his game just yet. And granted, there are different body types, different positions. So it's going to look different. But he has to figure something out. And he got to do it in a hurry. Because, bro, I literally, man, I jumped out my seat watching that thing with Mason. I'm just like, God, that could have been tragic. And Mason played his tail off. Mason making a little case for his own self. But like I already told you, Mason, hey.
That's a topic in the chat as well.
I already told you the energy. When I seen he signed back, I said, I like this. I hope he coming out here on some FU energy. And I seen exactly what I needed to see. That's the FU energy I'm talking about. That's the Mason I'm talking about right there. Mason, I got smoke for all y'all. Don't high five me. Don't tell me I'm nice. Don't tell me, I should be number 2 and Mason over me. No, I don't want to hear none of that. That's the energy he want. I love it, bro. I love it. Shout out to my dog.
Real quick before Mason. Yeah, it just seemed like once the bad play started happening with Green, it just kept snowballing too. Yeah. And it'd be like 2 or 3 in a row. Like the holding, and then he had the bad snap to Mason.
Yeah.
And then there was at least probably 2 or 3 times where he just got either bullied over, the dude had a wide open lane, oolé to the quarterback. Yep. It was rough. But then, yeah, you watch maybe 15, 20 other plays. All right, not bad. Kind of holding his own in a run game or a run play or whatnot.
You would look at it and you say, if that's your backup, we can live with that.
Yeah, but there's just so many bottom basement type of plays that come from him that you just can't risk it.
That's my thing, bro. I don't feel comfortable if I'm Mason and I'm watching this tape. I'm just like, bro, I don't know if I feel comfortable going back out there with you at center. Because how can I trust you? Like, seriously, like, how can I trust you? And granted, I'm not trying to be like a jerk about it, but for Mason, if Mason would have got his leg snapped in half because Kendrick getting slammed on him, bro, what we talking about? That's the part where, for Kendrick, he has to understand that he got to raise his level up. And for the guys around him, they really got to have that tough talk, that look in the mirror like, bro, what is this, man? Because if I blow my leg up because of you getting dumped on me, man, there is nothing you can apologize for. I'm going to have big time issue with you. That's just the reality of it. And the tape is what we talking about. It ain't like we making this up. It isn't like it's a personal vendetta, personal attack. It's just like, that's what the tape is showing. Yeah. So you got to improve that part. But it's just 3 years of the same convo.
Was my initial spiel off, though, whenever I said, if he can't do the backup center or the backup guard stuff, then like there's not even talk about fullback, because that would be one of his paths to making the team if we just switched him to exclusively fullback. But I feel like we have so many other good dudes on this offense or on this team that we can't afford to just cut a player to have a fullback as like this little experiment, right?
Deke, if you had to decide between, Deke, if you had to decide between Gentry, Connor, and Kendrick Green.
I put Gentry at fullback if we needed to. It's exactly one of those things, bro. If we keep Dotson, let's throw Dotson in at fullback for a player too.
And I hate that that's what it's come to, but that's what it is, because I'm like, well, shoot,
Darnell,
any of them dudes.
Yeah,
I'm like, they still bring more value
everywhere else.
Everywhere else, and I don't have to worry about them potentially getting somebody hurt. Because if all you can play is fullback, you're not going to run routes better than Connor. You're not going to run routes better than Gentry. You're not going to run routes better than Darnell. You might block better than them, yes. But are you going to be able to run? Are you going to be able to, if we hand you the ball, can you maneuver better than them dudes in space? No, you saw what Connor looked like. He had his one carry, but he looked explosive on that run. You saw the route run, and he was routing folk up. Shout out to him, man, beating the one-on-ones. I loved it, yeah. That's like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, bro, you're just bringing more value to yourself. We love this right here. Look more confident out there.
Yeah, he looks good.
But that's the part where I'm saying, if those are the guys that you're competing with exclusively as a fullback, with Derek Watt. Derek Watt was a core 4 special teams dude. He's a double-digit tackle on teams. That's his value. Rosie Nix, Pro Bowler on teams, right? So they weren't just fullbacks. So for Kendrick, if he's just a fullback, that ain't gonna work either because fullback is
We don't
obsolete.
even run it enough either.
That's what
It's a cool idea. Like, we could definitely bully teams. I still like the concept.
I like it, but I only like it if you're bringing me more to the table. Can I legitimately feel like he could back up a center right now or a guard right now after watching that? Because to me, that was different in practice. You never saw it look like that. But that's practice. That's all we say. Practice, it matters, but you need to see it in the stadium because there is a difference.
Because your tune was a little bit different going into this game.
Because in practice he didn't get big boy like that. In practice, you still saw the effort, you still saw the pad level, the technique, the desire, and you know the guys he's going against. But it didn't look like that. Where you're like, bro,
we're just right back to Ben's rookie year.
That's what it felt like.
Last year's preseason.
I literally felt like I was. I said you could just take Mason and put 7 back there. I was like, that's what it looked like to me, bro. And like I said, I just feel bad because I'm like, dang, bro, I really felt like he was going to do a lot better in this game. I just did not think it was going to be like that, though, bro.
No. Not a Mason. QB2 competition.
Mason looked good, bro. Mason looked real good. I thought Mason controlled the offense the way he was supposed to. Loved his command. Loved his arm. Thought it was very lively like it's supposed to be. But we knew he had a strong arm. Well, if you were a Mason, person,
I would never describe it as strong. Definitely adequate arm. And fine. He's connected on many deep passes before.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to have a strong arm to get it out there. You got to be accurate to get it out there.
He doesn't throw too many deep balls when he's out there.
But he's a smooth passer of the football, man. I thought that he did good showing his legs as well. You saw him get a little run on. But I said I thought that was good. I love the situational awareness in the 2-minute drill before the half as well. You take some shots. All right, cool. Ball got stopped in the middle of the field. We ain't celebrating. Hey, everybody, come on. Say spike, kill, clock. Like, I loved all of that, man. To me, I'm like, all right, do it again. We got to see it next week now. I'm not going to say, yo, man, go ahead. Let him go out there with the second group and have Mitch go out with the third group. If they wanted to flip it like that, cool. I'm not tripping on just that one part because I also felt like the style of calls that Mitch got were a little bit different. He takes the shot, 50-50 ball to Cody White.
Cody White pulled his best Claypool impression right there.
So I'm like, okay, he threw the pick. But I said, that's the same ball you throw to George Pickens, the same ball we didn't throw to Claypool, the same ball we throw there. That's the 50-50 jump ball.
Threw it up for Cody White to make a play.
And it hit his hands.
And did a little gator arm, and it hit his hands. That's what I was saying. I said that wasn't on me.
Bro, when people tried to triple him, I said, bro, it hit his hands. That is a 50-50 football. Like, I said, if you want to critique it, you could say, know your personnel. Should you throw a 50-50 ball to Cody White? You can make that case. But in the game...
We're talking about backup Mitch right now. He's out there with a cigarette in his mouth. I don't think he gives a shit.
Mitch is like, bro, if you open, I'm going to throw it to you.
I don't think he gives a shit.
Mitch,
First preseason game.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Mitch put that thing right where it's supposed to be.
He doesn't care.
Cody, go get that rock. So I was like, I didn't hate that. And then I also thought that when he had the nice third down throw to Connor to set up the field goal. Excellent job in terms of bunch formation, but waiting to see Connor beat the DB and then anticipating cutting it. He ain't wait to cut that thing. I thought Mason has some great anticipation throws too. Turns just like, yo, I don't even need to see it come up and I know it's about to be there, letting it rip. That to me is like, we can talk about that next level stuff. Like, I love the anticipation throws. But to me, that's what I thought with Mitch in terms of his performance. I said they ran the ball a ton because I was also out there when McFarland was cooking. So I was like, you were handing the ball off. You take the shot to Cody White. It hits him in his hands. It got picked.
You and Gunner have a little miscommunication.
So, and everybody tripped. Oh, my God. Did you see the almost? It's like, bro, all right, it's incomplete. Cool. All right. You get the big time throw to Connor. Set the field goal. We make the field goal. We good. Then I thought he was done. So, yeah, I ain't have like a strong, like, oh, man. Mason
people are calling for Mason as QB2 right now.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, it was one game. It looked good for what Mason did. I said for Mitch, though.
He's not QB2.
Mitch was out there cooking with the running game, though. It was like, yo, we running the ball right now. McFarland, it's your time. Because if you think about when Kenny was out there, we didn't really run the ball.
No.
That was so I felt like it was four different variations of the offense. We saw Kenny's version. We saw when he called it for Mitch. We saw how Kenny was calling it for Mason. And then we even saw when he got to Tanner Morgan. So it was a vibe, though, bro. It was definitely a vibe.
Mitch is still QB2 in my opinion.
Yes.
I don't even think it's a debate. I just can't believe it. I can't believe the amount of hate that Mitch has gotten recently. Just even the flip of like Mason was probably one of the most hated guys here with the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mitch has the 3-pick game against the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever it's time to decide who's going to start for the Panthers because Kenny was still hurt, there was that graphic. It's still in my mind. 75% of the people voted. It might even been 80% of the people voted Mason over Mitch to start. Yeah. And I guess that's carried over into the preseason.
But that's my thing, man. Like,
it's insane.
I'm like, Mitch still look good.
Mitch is QB too. Like, he's solidly our QB too.
But you know what it is though. Mason had the sexier play though. Mason had the sexier play because you got
wide open.
It was a beautiful deep pass.
It was a good deep pass. I'm just saying, Mitch anyone could have made that throw.
We say that all the time. Who made the throw though?
I know. I'll give him props. But his stat line looks a lot better because of that.
That's fine. But this is not the first time we've seen him do that. He did it even last year in the preseason, George Pickens. And that's when everybody tried to say that was more ball. Pickens. It's like, no, bro, that Mason Mason could do this, bro.
That really was a nice ball.
Mason has the bad rep here because everybody made their final decision.
No, he is a good rep now. That's what I'm saying.
It's him
over Mitch.
But this is what I'm saying. Him over Mitch in a small scale, but never going to be, would you take him over Kenny?
No one's taking him over Kenny.
That's what I'm saying. And why is that? Because of the first year you saw him play. A lot of people have already wrote his whole career off of that first season with him and Duck. So anytime he does anything like even what he did the other day, it's like, whoa, is he really like that? Can he really just like, yes, he's developing, he's getting better. It's just how we will judge them, write them off, and then move on. And that's why we don't even look at him or even have a convo for him pushing anywhere past just getting past Mitch. I ain't tripping on it, but I'm like, yo,
that's
he's still
the
a
state
good
of the
quarterback.
Team right now. Like,
that's the team.
Kenny's the guy we drafted first round. Like, he's the guy. But what I will say about Mason is this. He belongs in the league. I actually think he belongs in the league for the next decade. How old is he right now?
It's like 20.
Well, let's say 8 years, 7, 8 years, whatever.
Till
he turns like 35, 36.
You feel like that. I feel like that. But think about before this game. This offseason, when Mason signed back, how everybody talked about him. No, that was not the consensus surrounding Mason. Oh, he's a good quarterback. He could be in this league for a while. Like, he still could play. Nah, they was looking like, bro, why are you here? You should not even be on the roster. You should not be in the league.
Tanner Morgan's just going to beat you out. And obviously that's not the case.
How many people said Tanner Morgan? It's like, bro, this is Mason Rudolph. We talk. Mason ain't having good practices. It's like, no. Mason might have a turnover in practice, but Mason is still the third best quarterback on this roster, and it's clear.
It's not even close.
And that was in training camp. We was already seeing that. But because of how Mason has been viewed, they looking for any and every. Oh, yeah, Tanner's. I was like, no.
But then at the same time, a lot of people have him over Mitch.
Now
it's
the weird shift,
polarization with Mason.
It's the weird thing right now, bro. It's super weird.
He belongs in this league because I got to see Kyle Trask play and Wofford play. Okay. Mason is better than both of those guys. And probably whoever else is out there is most teams QB2 and QB3. Like, Mason is a solid backup option for sure. Like, and this is what I mean when I say he deserves to be in the league. Like, he should be a backup for the next 7-8 years at least. Like, we have him as QB3, and that's an elite option for us. And I think Mitch is an elite option for a backup as well.
I'm with you, bro.
We have really good quarterback depth.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, Mason's fine.
With you, bro.
He looks like he knows what he's doing out there.
I'm with you.
Now, can you complain about what he's done in the past in the regular season? Yeah, for sure. I think rightfully so. But now and going forward, he belongs in the league. I don't blame you if you don't want him to be your franchise or your starter, but
you see the expectations were very different. What you just said, belong in the league, third, second quarterback. That's realistic.
Like Charlie Whitehurst and Chase Daniel made career as backup quarterbacks in this league. Mason's better. But
what I'm saying is this though: it's the expectation that you put on it. Yeah. If that's what you're expecting, Mason will do that. If you're expecting a franchise quarterback, now you're gonna feel a different way. That's all it is with him. Absolutely. It's all about how you look at the expectation, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hollywood 913.
Oh yeah, but before we get to Hollywood 913, before we get to him, y'all hit that like button one time, man. Hit it for Mason one time, all right? Hit it for, if you a Mason supporter or if you a Mason hater, hit that like button, all right? Just one time, you know what I'm saying? And if you still got Mitch as your dark horse in this fight, man, hit that thing for him too, all right? Let's go.
Hollywood 913, though. Join the upper room.
Shout out to Hollywood 913, and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Booman318 gifted a Moats membership to John Easton.
Shout out to Boo Man, continuing to be a rock star at Life.
2 loyal
and
viewers
John
right there.
Easton, welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Are the people calling for the poll?
About what? Mitch versus Mason?
Is that what the poll is talking about? There's no way that's what
Go
the
for it.
poll is talking about.
I'm saying it's going to be like 50-50. It actually might lean more Mason at this point.
Serious for QB too?
Yeah. I'll read you some of the comments.
This is for
Ryan
real?
McPherson, Mason more reliable. Mitch more skilled.
Oh.
President Nitty, I don't mind this take. Mason over Baker.
I don't hate it, but Baker's still a good player.
I
too,
said
though.
Mitch over Baker.
Yeah, you did. I ain't
I
hating it
stand
though.
by that.
Yeah, I still ain't
I
hating
stand
that.
by
Absolutely
that.
hating that. I just don't like the people that say Tanner Morgan over Mason.
All right. Well, actually, I'm reading some of these, and it might lean more Mitch.
Hold on, we're gonna find out.
Hemno Star says Mitch is QB2. My mom could have made that throw to CA3. Dude was wide open for miles.
Everybody say that. Everybody say that.
Bink the Patuzzi. Johnny Sins was terrible.
All right, so I got it up there. Who do you want as QB2 for the Steelers, Mason or Mitch? Go ahead and drop it in there one time, man. I put the poll in. Deke, you feel the poll over there, right? You feel it?
That's weird, dude.
What? You don't? I put the poll in. You feel the energy, bro? I feel the energy too. I felt when I put the poll in. It felt good. I was like, hey, poll's in and it's up. All right, a lot of action. You know what I'm saying? A lot of action on the poll right now. I like when the poll get action. You don't like when the poll get action? This lets us know that the people are with us. They're following us and they're a part of our team, part of our culture, Deke. Come on, man. What's the culture that we're creating here? If we can't talk about the poll, if we can't embrace the poll and acknowledge what the poll means to not just me, but to you and the chat, bro. Don't make it weird, bro.
I actually
Don't make
have
it
some
weird.
really funny comments right
Just
now.
don't make it weird. You know?
No. It's this.
Yeah.
This whole segment has become very sus, I think.
We just talk about the poll. The people wanted the poll. You even acknowledged that the people wanted the poll. So you like to watch me put the poll in. So I put the poll in. You watched it. It's all good, bro. We ain't tripping on that. It's all love. It's not weird. It's definitely not weird. It's just football and a poll and people on the poll. It's part of life, man. Everybody know that.
Okay, the competition's interesting right now. The results are interesting.
Uh-oh. Ooh. It is low-key close, though. I like it. I like it.
I'll read a few more of these super chats then. Is that fine?
Yeah. Well, Richard Arbizo, he did say it's kind of interesting that Mr. 13 Inches never wants to talk about the poll. You know? Don't think we forgot about that one. Yeah, boy. I definitely. Oh, my God.
That's
Deke,
what the Fox announcer said.
Deke, you took me out when you said that, bro. It's like, huh? Oh, dang. I was just glad that we was further into the shot. I said, Lord, Deke, he done went hard on us. Dang. Just bow.
I was just repeating what I heard the Fox announcer say.
He said, you ain't hear that? Oh, no. This is what I heard.
No, I might have been drunk watching.
I said, yeah, we
tapes
definitely
back.
ain't hear the same one, man.
Might have been high as I was watching tapes back and hearing whatever I wanted to hear in my own mind. But
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
I was like, you heard that one? I said, yeah, I played it back after we got it. I said, I definitely hear that part. Yeah, I missed that one.
Shreeton been goated. Deke, you getting on that Madden tonight at 8? Yeah, did you hear? It's dropping at 8 tonight.
I did not.
For pre-orders, and I think you have to have EA Play too. EA
Okay.
Play is like their subscription service. You got to pay
Gotcha.
like $30 a year for, I think, and they'll give you little discounts.
You got the description?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's fine. It gets you Madden 3 days earlier.
No, I ain't hating it. Yeah.
Madden 3 days earlier. Like if you buy packs and stuff, you get like I think it's a 10 or 20% discount every time you buy.
Okay.
And sometimes I think you'll get some free EA Sports games for like a month. Like maybe I'll just use this as an example. I don't know if they've ever actually done this, but say NHL 24, it's months since the release date. It's, January or February. Maybe they'll give EA Play members the chance to play for free for like a month. Or maybe even like just download it for free and you have it for the rest of the year. Like that type of stuff. They'll
Okay.
give you like little special offers.
That's a cool
and
little
whatnot.
perk then.
It's all right, I guess.
I mean,
It's
for
just-
30, and you said 30 annually or 30 per month?
I think it's annually. It's not per month.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
ain't
per
bad
month
at
would
all.
be stupid.
That's what I was like, 30 per month. Like,
No, I think it's annually. I think it's
Yeah,
only
annually.
like
That ain't bad, though.
$29.99. Get Madden a little early. Get some discounts.
Yeah, who want little perks?
I can't pat EA on the back too much though, because it's
Uh-oh.
just trying to make more money. I mean, it's not.
You know how that goes.
It's not like they're necessarily helping the consumer out here.
Well,
I never feel that way.
I'm just hoping that the initial release is going to be the perfect release, and we don't need to have any patchwork or nothing done to it. It's just flawless. That's what I'm hoping.
So that'll be tonight. I think it's the 18th. It drops.
Oh, so that's Friday? No, Saturday. No, Friday. Because today's the 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the early date is supposed to be the 15th, but it's almost like movies, you know?
Yep. Catch it at
movie
midnight.
Release on Friday.
You
technically means Thursday at 8.
Yeah. You go watch it on Thursday. Yep.
Okay. Trent Bingo to Deke. You getting in on that Madden tonight at 8. Can't wait. Anyway, just wanted to show my support, y'all. I think I am. I think I'll hop on. It's either... No, I probably won't live stream tonight. I might just mess around with the game on my own. Yeah. Try to figure out some of the ins and outs of it. Try to figure out what I want to do for content with Madden this season, too.
You got a ton of options, man.
I'm definitely doing the franchise, but that's a once-a-week thing, so I need to think of some other stuff to fill it out. Now, integrity, 100% Steelers team, always an option, but I might put a new twist on it.
Okay. You giving out a hint, or you cooking that up still?
I still got to think about it.
All right, for sure.
828 style. I'll put it to you this way. I feel like up to this point, EA has been in control somewhat of my comments, of my content, somewhat, right? Based off like how they drop the cards and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think it's time for the tail to stop wagging the dog. I think I'm gonna be. I don't care when you drop cards. Like I'm gonna make my own content.
I do me.
Yeah, exactly.
Respect.
But it'll still be Ultimate Team, still integrity, but not me handing them money for packs and whatnot.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like I think I got something.
I think
I got something cooked up. So that'll probably be on my mind tonight.
I like that then. All right, so I'm going to end the poll because it's been in for 5 minutes. I don't know how long people want the poll. I don't, I just didn't want to be for 1 minute. I wanted to make sure we went longer for a minute.
Maybe you should create another poll on that.
Yeah, ain't that the truth, right? But said poll will be finished now. 6 minutes. I give them 6 hard minutes. You feel me, Deke? I know you feel me. All right, so with that, though.
I told you. Holy.
It was super close, though. 52% said they still would want Mitch as QB2 for the Steelers. 47% though for Mason, man. I don't think we would have got that if we did this a week ago. I don't think we would have got that a week ago, bro.
I think it still could have been like 60-40, 65-35 though. Because I do think people started to switch up after that Ravens game last year.
Yeah, fair enough.
Became a little bit more Mason supporters. Yeah. People were not happy with Mitch after that game. Rightfully so. Just don't throw those 3 picks. We win that game.
That changed everything. Yeah.
We win that game. But I saw enough good things from Mitch where I was like, no, he's still our QB too. He's made some mistakes. If anything, I appreciated some of the shots he was taking some chances.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what we weren't seeing when he was the starter, weeks 1 through 3.5.
Look, he continued with that theme. Like you said, this is cigarette in the mouth Mitch version.
I'm good with that now. Yep.
Like he first.
That's who I want when he gets
his
out
first
there.
throws. I'm just all right, Cody. I like you. Let's go. I like the matchup. Let's go.
That's who I want. Just don't throw the picks. Because I don't even think 2 of those picks weren't even gunslinger picks. We were in the red zone and he just made a bad read.
Yeah, didn't see the underneath defender on both parts of it. Yeah.
Some of his gunslinger throws were really good. The one to Pickens was nice. There was one to Deontay.
Yeah, the only gunslinging pick. Hey, bro, is that your phone? Is that me?
That's you.
Oh. What the heck? Think somebody was trying to call me on Skype, bro? This is nuts.
Okay.
I'm trying to even figure out how we even heard it, though, bro.
What?
The sound.
That was on your computer, not the phone, then?
Yeah, but my computer doesn't have sound on right now. I was like, what the heck? That was weird. All right, that's why I looked. I was like, is that your phone? Yeah, I was tripping. Anywho.
What were you saying? You were saying something about I think probably the last pick.
Oh, yeah.
Threw.
So, talk about that Ravens game.
That was a little reckless.
The one when he went to Deontay. Yeah. He's like super aggressive. He's like, yo, you ain't need to do that. Yeah.
He had one that was nice to Deontay. It was a sick catch by Deontay, too.
Yeah, the one that was on Humphrey. Yeah.
Okay, A2A style. Got to see who I wanted to see. Kenny the Ticket. New nickname. And my boy Quan. He looked like that dude from the past. And Moats, did you check your email?
Yes, so I will be sending you an email back later tonight. I did get the email, though. So, yes, I will be sending you something, get your response and everything like that tonight. So, it could be square. Absolutely. In terms of Quan, man, shout out to Quan. He jumped off the screen. It was interesting because he didn't start. He was just like the nickel linebacker because it was Cole in the landing.
He got out there for that first third down. Though.
But because that's when we went nickel.
Yeah.
And then after that series, though, it was like, all right, we're in nickel. And then they just said, Joe, just stay out there.
Yeah, he stayed out there a while.
Yeah.
Him and Holcomb. Holcomb played a decent amount.
I thought that, because I'll talk about both of them dudes, but to start with Quan, I thought he jumped off the screen, man. He flew around. He was very, very fast and very, very productive. Multiple tackles for loss. The one that they threw the flag on, it wasn't what I thought. To me, I thought they just threw the flag because of how violent it hit him. Kind of like the Shazier on Giovanni Bernard, that rule where you can't put you can't have your helmet hitting him in the face mask. I'm with you though, bro.
It was BS.
I did not like that call at all.
I thought it was more
so. It was just because of how violent it was. That and literally it was just the violence part of it. But it shouldn't have been called because that was not the type of hit that Shea had hit Bernard with. That rule is designed for.
Right.
Where he hit him in his face mask and knocked him out. That was not that type of hit right there. But to me, man, I thought Quan, not only did he flash and play fast, but to me he was the best linebacker on the field for us, man. See him in coverage, zone coverage, saw him match up in some man stuff. He just looked like he belonged. Now, I do wonder, was he as confident playing as fast because he had Cole next to him, who at least has been in the defense a little bit longer? And the reason I say that is, when you're new to the defense, if you got to be the one doing all the thinking and going through every single call, and you can't ask a question to anybody next to you, it's a lot harder to play your best. But if you got somebody that you feel confident, I know what I know, but if I have any type of question, I can at least look to you and say something. To me, that is a huge asset. And the reason I speak on that is the Cole Holcomb part versus even a Landon or even a Mark Robinson. When we say we don't have none of these dudes realistically have been here and played to that extent outside of Mark Robinson. So just trying to figure out that pairing of who is going to know enough to make everybody be able to play like they can without having blown calls. It was good to see that combo of Cole and Quan, to me, watching it on tape. Now, obviously, I don't know every single call that they made, but just from watching it on tape, they weren't out of their gaps. They didn't drop any coverages. I thought they both played fast.
I thought Holcomb played fine too. Cole
played really good. I thought he was really instinctive in terms of getting to the football. He had a nice, man, one of the plays that really stood out to me. It was like a sweeper outside run, and he's literally coming inside out, and the receiver peels back and chips him like in his ribs. I'm like, God, dog. He eats that joint, still goes in there, makes the play. Quan like flies over top, and I'm just like, that's the Cole Holcomb, though. When you talk about 100-plus tackler, that's how he gets them tackles. Because not only is he going to be nice tackle to tackle, he can get out there on that perimeter and do some of that sideline stuff. And he's tough enough to take some of them not seen shots and still be able to finish on a play. I thought that he looked good right there. I thought his technique was really good. Like I said, it was one play, man. A guard came up on him. He hit this daggone guard, bro. I'm like, yo, that is linebacker. That is how you play linebacker in the NFL right there, bro. Like, it was just a beautiful thing. Obviously, he had, him and Quan weren't perfect in terms of their tackling. That, to me, is something that will get better with just playing. Because it was one or two times where for both of them dudes, I'm like, yo, you're leaving your feet a little bit too soon, or you're hitting the dude and your legs going dead. That part fatigue because your first time in the game, because I did feel like Cole at one part did have that just as a player watching, I'm like, yeah, I know that feeling right there. You all right, though.
Knocking the rust off.
Yeah, but that's what the preseason's for, though, right? Because it is still a next step up. Because in practice, yeah, you're in pads, but the flow is just different. The intensity is different. All the energy that you exert is just different. So right there, for both of them dudes, I thought that they did a good job, though, of just playing off of each other really well. To me, I thought Cole was the steady presence that you want, and Quan was the athlete. Quan was the dude that was going to get it. He was making the sexy plays in terms of running stuff down in the backfield. I like that pair a lot, man. And I thought they both played really well.
We've compared Holcomb to Spillane a little bit. And I saw that on display, but I think Holcomb's even more athletic than Spillane.
He definitely is. No, he definitely is.
So to have him out there, like you said, is that steady guy. All he's got to do is get up, with the times and get more familiar with the system and whatnot. But to have him, like the tackler, that main dude, and then Quan Alexander just to be out there and be that athlete that he is, that's a good combo. That's a good combo.
To me, Cole is definitely more athletic than Spillane.
The only problem with both of them is injuries.
Injuries. That's
Holcomb got injuries against them too.
Just
stay healthy.
That's both of them. And what did we say about Quan though? Think about all offseason we talked Quan. We said if he's healthy, bro, he's nice. He'd be our best linebacker.
Well, we saw a couple hits as to why he gets hurt.
Because he plays like a madman. He played like he's 6'4", 260. And as y'all can see, he is not. But that's how he plays.
We appreciate that here, though, in Pittsburgh. We do.
We love it, absolutely. But that's a big part of why he gets banged up, because of how violent he is, man. Because like you said, he does not slow down on contact. He accelerates through it. And that is violent, man. I love that. Dude, I just looked on the screen and seen my old defensive coordinator who drafted me was down there coaching with the daggone Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shout out to George Edwards. I had no clue about that. Man, I had a little flashback right there, bro.
Good for him.
Man, felt good. Yeah, I'm glad we beat him then. Extra. Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask this anyway, so I'm just going to skip a bunch of the super chats ahead of them. But Hannibal090 says, what's the answer about Quan and Ant Mac having the same number? If they both make the team, who gets the 2-6?
Bro, so if they both make the team, Ant keeps the number because Ant has already played. Yeah, he's already played in a regular season game. So
I think you give Quan that single digit. You make the exception.
I would love to give Quan the single digit. He's not a rookie. He can get the Pat P. Oh.
No, they're not doing it for skill position players.
Yeah, dang.
They're done with that after Melvin Ingram. I wonder how Ingram was able to slip through the cracks on that. Maybe because it just wasn't prevalent enough.
Maybe it wasn't
surprised
talked about
Rooney.
As much.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't talked about as much, and I just don't think it was talked about as much. Why was it talked about so much more this year than last year, though? Because, like we said, because they changed it. Now anybody could wear it this year. I thought, wasn't that the difference?
No, it's been that way for like 2-3 years.
10 years, right? Yeah. So
ever since
what's
Melvin
the difference
Ingram.
then? Yeah.
I think Melvin Ingram. Honestly, he did bad.
Because I was like, yo, did we change?
He
something?
did bad in it, and we had to release him. It's like, yeah, we're not doing this anymore.
Because we already have talked this, and that's what we was like, yo, Darnell should get it. If anybody, yeah, we already talked this.
The 0 was the new thing this year.
So maybe that's what brought it back up was the 0.
Yeah, because once Darnell got drafted, we're like, he needs to be 0. And then Joey Porter Jr., we were like, he should be 5.
Yeah, because it's that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then that's when we found out that there was no single digits for skill position.
Rooney put the kibosh on it.
Yeah.
Melvin Ingram, I believe, is the only one we've got to witness.
That's the only one I could think of. And he was a super vet, too, because he came in with 10 on him, or 9.
That's what I mean. Yeah. I think that experience was just so bad. It made us sour on the idea
of
giving
man.
a single digit to a position player.
So in that case, though, man, if both of them dudes ball like how they supposed to, then, yeah, McFarland would keep his number. Quan have to switch. But let's also...
Can Quan even be 26?
What you mean? Mark Barron was 26 for us.
Okay.
Yeah, you could be 26. Yeah, I think of it like this, though.
Was he technically a safety, though?
No, he was our starting linebacker.
26 for a linebacker.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I was saying was this, though, man, in terms of McFarland, shout out to the way that he played. Shout out to the way that he's been playing in camp. But the reason why I said what I said in terms of the double number thing was before, if you haven't been able to come out to training camp, right, and you did not get a chance to see him play Friday night, and I were to say, is he a lock to make this roster? The majority of the people would respond with no, based on what they've seen from him and his lack of availability. So this is a massive offseason for him in terms of OTAs, which he did well in terms of training camp, what he did well in, but even now carrying it into the stadium for these preseason games. That brought him a ton of new life also, because we haven't seen Anthony McFarland run the way that he was running, not just in the tackles, but when he was in the open field, the decisiveness to not do the road running thing that we used to joke on him about, right? Where it's like, yo, he's out of control. It's like, no, when he would put his foot in the ground and he went north and south, he wasn't ducking any smoke. It was, bro, you're going to have to catch me. And if you can't catch me, I'm running through it. And the one that he broke on the left side that he got tackled, that's what he did, put a foot in the ground. He's like, yo, you either catch me or you going to tackle me. And he ran right through that safety's chest, right? And then you got him on the other side, and he's like, you either going to catch me or you got to tackle me. And they because I know exactly what happened. Yo. All right. Yeah, we back now. Yeah, bro. I text my daughter. She keep.
You think that was you?
No, for a fact.
That was a computer?
No, for a fact.
I was gonna say, should I get a new wire?
No, you're good.
Okay.
My daughter has been like calling me back to back, like text me and stuff. So every time it pops up here, it'll trip, and that's why when I tell you I can hear my phone, like I hear it ringing. That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, if you guys missed it, we were comparing Chris Johnson to Anthony McFarland.
Yeah, so let's get back to that now. So now that we can hear, shout out to my babies. You know how it is, man. Since, I got to be on a little extra dad mode right now. You know what I'm saying? Wifey a little under the weather. They texting me their dinner orders. I said, yo.
What's for dinner?
Chick-fil-A. Come on, we got a little Chick-fil-A. So they was like, yo, we want Chick-fil-A. So I'm texting. I'm like, all right, let me know your orders. Send it to me. I got one that texts me. The other one want to call me, and then the other one just sent a picture or something. I'm just like, bro, like, can't we all just talk to the oldest? We all get on the same page and then have one person send it. So that's why when I'm like, bro, is this over here? Yeah. So we back good now, though.
Like
we back
Steelers
good.
girl says, no worries, Mitch.
Hey, salute you, Steelers girl. Come on now, one time for the culture. But yeah, so what we were talking about was Anthony McFarland and the scariness of him.
He's
right?
basically Chris Johnson now.
Yeah. In terms of, what makes him more of a threat, if he's going sideline to sideline, as a defender, we're way too fast for that, right? We can keep up with the dude going lateral. What makes it scary is when he can go north and south. When he starts doing that, that's where we feel the threat. And the analogy we said was Chris Johnson, CJ2K, when he was in Tennessee, playing against him, he wasn't scary because he could go sideline to sideline. He was scary because he could take an inside zone and go 80 yards through the A-gap. And as a defender, it puts way more pressure on your linebackers and your safeties in terms of your run fits. Because typically, if you're playing against a Najee, right, or even a Nick Chubb, right, if I'm slightly out my gap, that might be a 30-yard run, but we going to run that down.
Yeah.
Simple. If that's Anthony McFarland when that was CJ2K, me being out of my gap or me being too nosy, right? I supposed to be here, but I'm peeking over here. That's 80.
How about another Steeler, Willie Parker?
Fast Willie P. Absolutely.
Had that 75-yarder in the Super Bowl.
That's the type of stuff that makes them type of dudes scary. When you can take that speed inside and get north and south, bro. Yeah, and that's what McFarland was looking like. But prior to Friday, unless you were out there at training camp, a lot of people weren't going to be feeling like that because we hadn't seen it.
And again, I think there's a lot of truth to you got to do it in the stadium.
Yeah, you got to do it in the stadium.
There's only so much you could do at practice and training camp that matters because it really counts when the lights are on.
Yeah, and the thing is this, and we're not saying that, McFarland is going to be CJ2K because CJ2K was CJ2K.
Maybe
for
a combo of him
and
Kamara.
He had 2,000. I know you've been saying that one. Hey. But to me, I look at it like this, right? In terms of comps, just their styles. This version that we saw Friday versus the Bucs is a lot more similar to that style of runner. Now, CJ2K for a reason. I ain't about to say that McFarland is going to ever reach that.
We drafted Mendenhall over him.
Yeah.
Just a little fun fact.
I did not know that.
I think they went back-to-back.
I did not know that, bro.
We took Mendenhall, and then the Titans took CJ.
Playing against CJ was so exciting and scary at the same time, bro, because it's like you see him doing the little Chopper City rock on everybody, so you want to see him do the dance in person, but you don't want to see it in person because that means he scored on you. But then it's like, I want to see how fast it really is. So you want to get into a foot race with it to see if you can get it. But then you like, no, I don't because I done seen everybody else. And for certain, he took us on what? Oh, he went 65 on us, Deke. Whew, Lord. Yeah.
Bills?
What? Absolutely. Yes, bro.
I don't remember him doing stuff against us.
No, see, I never played him here. Yeah. Okay. In Buffalo, though. Absolutely, bro. What? You're like, God. It looked amazing, though, Deke. I was fanboying. Like, you on the field, like, yo, yeah, we're not going to catch this one. Yeah, but it's a great feeling. I felt like that 2 times. I said when I was, actually multiple times.
It felt good getting torched.
It felt good getting burnt by him. Like, and it's only been a couple of guys I'll say this.
There's only one more.
Are you ready?
Okay.
No, I think it's 3 total.
Okay.
It's 3 total. So, first one was CJ2K.
Okay.
Second one was Mike Vick.
What did he do?
The same thing.
Just running?
I had hit him early in the game, and then I thought he didn't see me.
It's Eagles Vic?
Yeah, Eagles Vic, yeah. This is Dream Team when they had just, like, like week 3 of the Dream Team. So they got like we might have been the first ones to like really like.
This is him coming off of that almost MVP.
Yeah,
season.
yeah. So like everybody,
he still
like
had
it's
it.
Vic, yeah.
Yeah, he still had it.
Yeah. So like, and this was like early in the game too. So I had my hit on him, and then I'm thinking like I'm gonna get him again, and he goes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get him, and it was like, no, I'm not gonna get him. And then like anybody that's like chase somebody knows when you go from like I'm really running with great form to bro, I don't have a chance. So you put that head back and it's like, yo, I ain't making up no ground. And it got to that part, and that's why I started laughing to myself. I'm like, bro, I might as well stop. I'm like, I ain't about to pull no hamstring chasing this boy. I know I ain't finna catch him. And then it was in that exact same game, Deshaun Jackson. He was the other guy. Yeah, it was so fun because I was like, yo, he was having fun.
It had nothing to do with you, right?
No. It was just he was so fast though, and I'm like, it's the weird part about being a competitor. You believe it, but you need to see it. It's like I hadn't seen it in person, so I'm like, man, I catch anything I'm going to get. If we out there in this field, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna get you. You gonna cut back. Something's gonna happen when we gonna catch. I'm gonna get you. And I remember thinking the whole game, like, oh, I'm about to get him on this one particular play. And he's going. Then he hits his little cut. And I'm like, I got him. So I don't got him.
It's like that Le'Veon Bell clip that comes up. The Jaguars clip.
I swear, that's what it felt like, bro.
He's like, I set the edges.
I got him. Like, oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's, oh. Because for a fact, I was like, yo, I'm about to blast him. He's cutting that. He does not see me. It's over. Nope. Somebody else get him. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I always laugh when I see that. Was it Jeff Teague when he's doing a little podcast and he's talking about like all his like bad moments, but he always laughs about them, like the Hooper. Because I'm like, yo, sometimes you have more like enjoyment thinking back on when you got done dirty or something bad happened, because like your whole life you don't have a lot of the moments. Like I can't think of like, man, a whole lifetime's worth of me just getting bad play. But when the league, it's like, bro, everybody nice. So you gonna have some plays where it's like, bro, yeah, man. Yeah. Boy, got me.
Hopefully Kendrick can look back and laugh on some of this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to get your positive plays up so you can look back on some of them negative ones. Absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe down the line he'll start a podcast. And he could joke about that time he almost got Mason killed. That time where he sabotaged Ben's final season. I won't be laughing at that one. Trust me, I won't be laughing.
Why did I know you weren't gonna just take it easy on it? Why did I know? I was like, oh, okay.
That's not a joke.
I was like, okay, Deke, where are we going with this one, Deke? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
John Easton, Mason, QB2.
Time out. I just looked in the chat and I'm seeing people drop the Chick-fil-A orders. Pittsburgh Toddy really? Says, let me get 2 spicy Chick-fil-A sandwiches with extra honey roasted barbecue sauce, please. Like, bro, this what we on, man? All right. Look, what's your Chick-fil-A order? Because for me, I'm a spicy chicken sandwich, and I got to get my nuggets, and I want the lemonade.
You don't do the ranch, though, right?
No ranch. I do this the spicy sriracha
they
or barbecue. They
their ranch, too, anyway. It's not even good.
Yeah, I don't mess with the ranch, but I'm a milkshake guy, too, so I'm a fat boy tonight. But I'm going to work out, though. I'm going to work out tonight, though, D.
Cancel it out.
Yeah, because I got my checkup tomorrow. I got my annual checkup, bro. Gotta make sure when I go see the doc, say he like, all right, bro, you leaning me. But I'm gonna have that milkshake up on me, so that's why I gotta offset that.
The prime old Deke had a Chick-fil-A order. Like, I'm talking probably like middle of last season.
What'd you go with?
Middle of last season, middle of the week, coming off of being hungover and drinking during the Steeler game, right?
Chick-fil-A is gourmet, though. Remember, that's gourmet fast food. 2
Chick-fil-A sandwiches, cheese, no pickle. Large fry, and then like a large mac and cheese.
Let's go. The mac and cheese fire.
It's amazing.
So my middle girl loves the mac and cheese. My oldest one loves the chicken noodle soup. So yeah, man. But the mac and cheese fire.
What did you say then? You just go spicy chicken.
I do the spicy chicken combo because I need my large fry. I need my large lemonade, no ice. Okay. Then I'm also getting my 12 count nuggets, just the nuggets. But that I need
not
me
the grilled.
Yeah. Got it. Nah, we ain't grilling nothing, bro. Fry me, man. You know what time I'm on. All right, crispy my joint. But then with the nuggets part, I need me a large vanilla milkshake, or I'll go chocolate milkshake, or I'll go cookies and cream, or I'll go vanilla and chocolate.
Wow, they have cookies and cream.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's not like a limited thing.
No,
they always have
everybody got cookies and cream. It's cookies and cream, right?
That's probably really good.
But I'm a milkshake guy, though. So I tried but I gotta have me like a regular drink and my milkshake. But that's
damn, I want Chick-fil-A.
And a large. I gotta have my large waffle fries, but I need like extra sauce so I can like dip, because I don't want to eat these fries by themselves. The fries need to be dipped before I eat them. So yeah, bop. And I got my sandwich, a little barbecue sauce with there. Yeah, I put the barbecue sauce on the spicy,
On the spicy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, bro. Come on, man.
I could see that.
Yeah. And I got the sweet sriracha for my nuggets to dump.
Damn, I want Chick-fil-A. Yeah. My order's boring as hell now. It's just I get chicken tenders. That's it. New Deke's. Yeah.
But that's like lean, healthy, like.
That's what I mean. It's New Deke. It's disappointing.
Man.
It's tough.
The ladies like that though. Ladies love New Deke. That's what they say.
Yeah. John Easton said Mason QB2 Deke Madden stream tonight. No, probably not tonight. I got to figure out my Madden content for the year. Big, what would you say? Not group think, because it's just going to be me thinking.
Big strategy session. There you go.
Strategy session.
Yeah, big strategy session, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colton Choi Fu, prayers for Lehana Maui. 96 souls so far.
Yeah, man. That is rough what's going on over there, man. You see like the fires and stuff, bro? Yeah, man. Definitely thoughts and prayers for everybody that's out there that's affected by that too, man. Absolutely. And hopefully you're good, Colton. I'm not sure where you are in relation and stuff like that, man. But yeah, man. Definitely hope everything's good with you and your folks out there, bro.
Noah Schuster says Deke on the chicken salad. Yeah, basically.
Hey. Chick-fil-A got a fire.
I actually hate salads. I will not eat a salad.
Because I would say I kill their Southwest. They got a Southwest chicken, bruh. The Southwest chicken salad.
I'd rather eat grass than salad.
No, you smoke grass. You don't eat grass. You smoke.
Basically, what salads taste like to me, it's like eating grass.
Now, see, my daughter's kind of like different. She eat the salad with no dressing. I'm like, I don't know how you do that. Like, I think she's a serial killer. I'm like, I ain't seen that. Yeah.
I think salads are so foul. I don't know. That's always been my thing. I tried it one time. I hated it. John, I want to join the upper room, but I want Deke to sing.
Oh.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, Deke doesn't sing upper room. He's still waiting on his lower room song. He's been writing the lyrics. Yeah, it's gonna whenever it drops, it's gonna be elite. I know that. But yeah, you just gotta wait on it. I'm trying to think. It's like Dr. Dre, you know? He put music out every 10, 15 years. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait on it. Whenever it does drop, though, it's gonna be fire.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, you got to keep the tradition the tradition. Yeah. The standard is the standard. Moats sings for the upper room.
You heard what he said, man. The standard's the standard, bro.
International owl. No, internation owl. No, it's international.
International.
Yeah, owl is spaced out. Okay, just got back from the game. KP8 was looking how he looked in practice. Baker thinks he's him after taking forever to score on backups. Yeah, pass that Pierre should have picked off, too. Is Mason QB2? No, it's Mitch.
So for me, man, I'm not ready to move Mason in front of Mitch. I think the style of the game, in terms of what they were calling for both quarterbacks, was just a little bit different. And it was one performance. I need to see it replicated for both of them dudes, right? If you're Mason, show me that you can look like how you did, because you looked like you were the best player on the field at times, right? In terms of your arm, in terms of your legs, in terms of your decision making, in terms of your situational awareness. But the same could be said for Mitch. I love the 50-50 ball that you put up, and it hit Cody in his hands. I love the throw to Connor Hayward to set up the field goal. It's like, but we also called a lot more running plays while you were out there. So what does it look like if it's flipped? Can Mason cook with 4 passes? Because that's what Mitch had. He was 1 for 4. If Mason, if it flips and Mason only gets 4 throws and Mitch gets, was it 15 throws that Mason didn't do it?
Yeah.
What does that look like? Does that change how we feel? Would Mitch's stat line be a little bit different? I think it would. So that's why, like I said, I'm not ready to make that switch just yet. But definitely was a great showing for Mason, though, man. If you talk about just getting the good foot back out there, making the conversation, step in the right direction.
He also mentioned Pickett. We got to talk about 8.
Oh, facts, bro. He looked great to me, man. He looked like QB1.
Yep.
If you've been to training camp, that's what he's looked like. Confident, decisive. I love the decision making. I love that he was going through his progressions as well. The Pickens throw, the touchdown, going front side first. Doesn't like what he sees, pulls the trigger on it to the GP. I love that. Used the athleticism when he needed it. We obviously saw when he needed to get out of that pocket. Yeah, thanks to Chooks. But see, we need that sometimes. Chooks was just trying to showcase Kenny's athleticism.
Not in preseason.
That's why he did it.
Not in the regular season either. I'd rather Kenny just be in the pocket.
We do it in the preseason stuff where we ain't got to see it anymore.
Unless it's a PA rollout design.
He just wanted to show you. He was trying to show you that Kenny would be capable of it because Kenny was so laser focused. That's why he did that. All right, you just didn't get the memo. He texted me ahead of time. Okay. He was like, "Yo, Moats, I'm gonna let him go this way so Kenny could." I was like, "All right, bet. Don't say left."
Yeah, Diaby is his Achilles heel, I guess.
It was bad matchup. Bro.
Yeah, he's done good against like really good players like Von Miller and J.J. Watt in the past, but Diaby in the preseason just couldn't handle it.
It's a game changer, bro. But he definitely uses athleticism when needed. I thought he had some really smart decision making as well in terms of knowing when to throw the ball away versus when to extend the play. I thought he did good with both of those things. Like I said, loved the progression in terms of him going front side to back side with the touchdown pass to Pickens. And I like the fact that it was another tight window throw because as much as we talk GP and we'll get to him in terms of him being all world and potential, still is the same thing. Wasn't a ton of separation in contrast to Deontay, who had infinite separation. You know,
caught the ball.
Well, and the funny thing is this: they both ended up with the same stat line: 1 for 32, 3 for 32.
That makes sense.
It just depends on which version you like. One is Randy Moss, one shot, big play. One's Chris Carter. He gonna route you up the duff and give you all the in between the duff. That's the difference. Not saying that they are those players, but that's the analogy.
It's too late. You said it.
Stop it. But that's the analogy though, because what will Randy Moss do? He's gonna take the top off. He's gonna have 3 catches for 150 yards. Chris Carter gonna have 10 catches for 150 yards. They both gonna cook though,
and that's A-Rob for like 5 for 60.
Yeah, but they both gonna cook, and we saw that. GP's cooking is way different though, because for GP, he makes that combat tight catch, makes that dude, he shoves him off, and then from there, athletic fast enough to I'm gonna take the safety right and then left that safety where I'm like, bro, you can't have too many more players like that. You will not be in this league if you do that. All right, as much as I love GP's game, that was not a move that he should be scoring on against an NFL safety like that.
I did tweet out too easy.
I'm just like, easy. Bro, I'm like, yo, it could have been, that was a dope catch. It was a dope throw. Like, I like all that. But, bruh, you got to make that tackle. Like, you got to make, or at least slow him down so somebody else can make the tackle. He didn't touch him. But salute Pickens for making it look like that. That's what it's supposed to do. If you got a matchup where, yeah, that dude don't belong out there, make it look like that. But it's just a different style of player. You watch Deontay cooking on them stops, on them comebacks, or excuse me, I said the stops, the ends, the slants, fast feet. I thought he was about to run backwards for that one, but he didn't. I was like, all right, thank you.
Juked like 3 guys out.
I was like, thank you so much, bro. But he looked, you saw how fast he looked, bro. He juked 3 dudes in like arms distance, bro. Mm-hmm. I said, yo, he catch the pop, 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 hit all 3 of them off. And then,
it should have only been like a 4-yard gain. Got like 8 yards out of it.
Yes. I said, but that's DJ. That to me is their difference. That's why I'm like,
gin and juice.
I like both of them. I like what's gin because you got the G. Okay.
Oh, you haven't heard this?
No, this is for real.
Yeah, Deontay said that's our nickname as a wide receiver duo.
I love it.
I'm Juice and Pickens is Gin.
I love it.
Yeah, because
I think I'm a Snoop fan too. So you know, I'm rolling. Man, get a little gin and juice, baby. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's perfect. Pickens is Jen. Yeah, makes sense.
Facts.
Deontay was already kind of called Juice up to this point.
Yeah, I've known him as
even though
DJ or Juice.
That's more of Le'Veon's nickname or O.J. Simpson's nickname.
I looked at it like this. I thought Deontay being called Juice was like what he like personal nickname is Juice.
Yeah, he was trying to sell us on it.
No. I'm saying like in the sense of like if you know Deontay, I think that's what they like what he's always going by is just Juice. Whereas L. Bell, nobody called him Juice until that became like the new thing. Like
who started that?
L. Bell did. Yeah, it was like the Juice. No, it was Coach T would call him the Juice. He would call him that in practice, and then from there it just kept going bigger and bigger.
What, he thought he ran like OJ or something?
I'm not sure where it came from. I don't know if he thought he ran like, or if it was the smoothness of it, because that was when we first started seeing L. Bell switch his style of running from that rookie year to the patient,
right,
and then go smooth. So maybe that's what it was from. I don't know, but we weren't calling L. Bell Juice. L. Bell was L. Bell. Then it became the whole Juice thing. O.J. Simpson has been the Juice. I've known O.J. as either O.J. or the Juice. So, yeah, I just thought that Deontay is just like, that's personally what they call him.
But now with that duo nickname, you're definitely Juice.
I like Gin and Juice, bro. I like Gin and Juice. Because they both, like I said, they both can cook. But I like how Kenny understands how both of them cook as well. And it made sense in terms of the targets, right? He went to DJ multiple times. Came over here when I needed it, when I felt good on the shot, when I thought we was in a place where we could get after it, and it paid off. I also liked how he was working the middle of the field. I thought that was another thing. And we know we've criticized Kenny and Matt Canada about scheming stuff up middle of the field or even attacking the middle of the field. The Pickens catch, let's be real. That's it right on the hash. That's middle. You talk about when Pat Frymouth made his catch. Tampa 2, Pat reads that his zone, sits it down right in the middle. Bop. Those are the type of things, though, that you want to see. And it was really decisive. And that's the thing that when I look at Kenny in that game and going back to training camp, he's just decisive. He's not thinking about it multiple times. He's not, I should have went, I'm going to wait on it. Let me look to see him physically. Nah, it's not that anymore. Like, it's the anticipation is, I know it. I trust you're going to be where you're going to be. Let's do this. And that's what you want to see, man. To me, man, if I had any con or any knock, it was just when he threw the ball quick to Najee versus the pressure. Because,
he even said that.
Yeah, that was my own. He did. Shout out to Kenny for that.
Yeah, in the post-game interview.
Yeah.
I think it was Missy or someone asked him, like,
because
what do you want to work on whenever you go back?
It was a 5-man pressure, and you had the O-line already there to protect it. You ain't, and it's funny, too, because as soon as he went right there, that's when the curl was coming wide open. If he just wait on it.
Right. Who was that? It was Deontay,
I think it was Deontay, yeah, running because he was coming out there. I was like, if you just wait on it, that was my only critique. But I said, yo, this is your first one this year. Think about this. That was the first blitz, too, that Tampa had called. So, to me, I said, if I'm Kenny, I've been seeing the practice tempo of a blitz. I know what that feels like. This is your first, this season, NFL version of the blitz. I thought it just caught him off guard a little bit in terms of the speed of it. He thought it was faster than what it actually was. It's like, nah, trust your eyes, bro. You saw exactly what you saw.
It's not the worst decision to make in a preseason.
Bro, let's be
real. If you want to protect yourself, make sure those dudes don't get to you. And you got Najee one-on-one with whoever that was. Was that a linebacker?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Najee could have made a play.
Yeah. My thing is this, bro. If that's your bad play, is you throwing the right throw, we're just saying that there was more meat on the bone. That's what we're saying. You throwing to Najee the swing route versus pressure is not a bad play. But for what we know you're capable of and where we think you can take us, we're like, man, you're settling if you're throwing to Najee versus that pressure when it's not really imminent on you.
Right.
It wasn't 6-man. It wasn't a free rusher. It wasn't cover 0 where you know you got to get rid of the ball right now. If it's cover 0 where everybody's coming, yeah, that's a great throw. If you know that one of the D linemen have to peel to go with Najee, that's a great throw because it's a chasing thing. But for that, where you know that's the guy in his top down and he's going to be in the bind because I got this route coming here, I'm 2-on-1 on it. You can rest on that. You ain't got to rush that. But to me, I'm like, if that's the critique, man, we're going to be all right. We definitely going to be all right. But I thought he looked good, man. I was really just pleased with what I saw. But I'm just glad that it's still just carrying on from what we already seen.
Exactly.
OTAs, he looked the part. Training camp, he's looked the part. First preseason game, he looked the part. Like, that's all you want, man.
100%.
That's all you want. Absolutely.
Me personally, I've seen everything. Set him rest of preseason.
I swear, I was with you, bro. I'm with you. I was like, I don't need to see that.
I don't think they're going to, but
I honestly don't think so either. But I was so cool. I'm just like, bro, I've seen enough. I don't even want to risk it. Because after I got squeamish, man. When the whole thing, man, when Kendrick almost got dumped on Mason Lay, bro, I was just like, nope, Kenny, you're done. Nah, you ain't going back out there in the preseason. Nope.
Well, at least Mason Cole will be centering for him.
Very true. Very true. I was just like, I can't.
He has James Daniel and Sayamalu there.
I just can't.
But to your point, Chooks, there's a little bit of that weak link on the O-line.
I'm cool on it, man.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. I get it if you want to, just get more acclimated with the offense or do your reps, your repetition, whatever it is, heading into the regular season. I get that because Pickett is still in year 2. Canada's still a young OC.
Yeah, George Pickens is in year 2. I'm with you, bro.
I'm not opposed to just figuring that out week 1 because it's such a long season.
Trust me, I'm with you. I am with you. I'm like, yo, our goal isn't to go undefeated. Our goal is to be, playing our best ball, end of the season, get into this postseason, and then we make it happen. I just don't, that really made me nervous, bro. I said, yo, if we lose the quarterback or one of these dudes in this time frame because of something like that, I just, But now that is living in your fears, and I know that's what Coach T would say. And that's
but then
the problem.
He did.
I'm with you.
He sat the defenders.
Nah, I'm
he
with you.
Sat Minka,
I said,
TJ,
huh, no
Fat P.
TJ. I said, oh. I said, wait a minute now. You definitely.
What happened?
Yeah, all that talk. If they're healthy, they're going to play. Yeah, all right.
I'm happy he went that approach.
I am too. Trust me, I am too, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want to see any of those guys out there. Now, that's not to say we still might not see him week 3 or something.
Yeah.
We still might, because we did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whenever we played, was it the Lions? I think most of the
'cause I was
starters
Detroit,
played.
yeah.
Mitch played the whole first half
Mhm.
in that Lions game.
Yeah. But Mitch was also new to the team too, though. So I wonder.
Yeah,
did
that's
that
what I
play
think. That's
anything?
why I think we're
Yeah.
still going to be seeing Kenny. But I've seen enough. Sit him.
But I do want to say this though, man. I want to talk a little O-line.
Wait, can I say this about Kenny though, real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, knock it out. Yeah.
The arm strength thing is real.
What you mean?
I think velocity is even better than what it was last year. Dude was throwing DOS. Dude was throwing lasers. Those were lasers.
It looked like Kenny, bro.
Those were. I think there was a little bit more speed. There's a little bit more zip.
All right, man.
I don't think he was messing around when he said he improved the arm strength. Look at that.
All good, man.
And I will say this about Deontay. We were complimenting him.
Yeah.
That was a little QB friendly route. Like, make sure you get back to that, right? Instead of just
DJ,
sat there.
I'm telling you, bro. DJ is when you talk specifically the route running part, you're going to be hard pressed to find somebody that is better, like clear cut, just better than him at running routes. We're not talking about the catch. We're not talking about run after. We're just simply talking about the route tree, him getting in and out of his breaks. He got that, bro. He one of the best that's doing that right now. One of the best. You got, obviously, you got like Amari Cooper. He another one of them dudes. It's like crazy sharp with the route running, but it's like the way that DJ does all them little things. Like you talk about being quarterback friendly on the sideline, but working back towards the football instead of waiting and making it just a tougher throw on the quarterback where he really got to cut up and put even more into that thing, or he allows that defender to become more in play. Those are all little details. It's not a big thing. It doesn't get talked about a ton, but that little stuff is the difference between it being an incompletion, a PBU, an interception, or it being a 10-yard catch for a first down.
Real quick before the O-line, too. Yeah. All I'm saying is those dudes that were hating on Pickett, the analysts, with their bad takes, the fake media, all that stuff. Those takes are going to age like milk.
Ugh.
The ones that, like Dan Orlovsky saying, Pickett won't be able to outduel these other quarterbacks in the AFC North, or David Carr, I think he said like a couple weeks ago, Pickett's going to hold back the Steelers from competing with the rest of these AFC North teams because of he's not as good of a quarterback as the other guy. Those are going to age so bad. I'm just telling you that right now. I already told you, our quarterback rankings haven't dropped yet, but I said top 10 at least. Top 10 at least.
You heard what that man said.
And I just got more confirmation from that first preseason game.
You heard what the man said.
Like you said, it, to me, not really surprising, but it's just like, this is what I need to see. This is what I expect.
Yeah. I wanted to look like you out there cooking up in the preseason. Like, we can't say that about every quarterback that is playing in the preseason right now. Starters across the league. Or even guys that are viewed as potential franchise guys, young quarterbacks. It's like, nah, you can't just act like you're just going to come here and play like that. But Kenny is showing that he's capable of that.
I think this offense has a chance to be more explosive than we even thought. I know I've said that a couple times these last couple weeks, but again, like we just come out and throw it. Like that was probably 70-80% of the time on that first drive.
But also, how were we
3 passes right off the bat?
We weren't static, though. Still were getting some motion, some pre-snap movement. And I think of that type of stuff as well with it being schemed like that. I'm like, that's the part where I say to Canada, you still got to acknowledge that part. Because both of them, I thought, were doing what they're supposed to do. But we said that even last year in terms of watching them both grow the confidence. It makes sense why you're more comfortable calling those type of calls. You said it yourself. Man, he called the first 3 plays, 3 pass plays out the gun.
Out the gun, yeah.
Out the gun. We didn't see that. But that is saying what? I trust you, Kenny. I trust what you're seeing. You're seeing it the way that I'm seeing it. You're anticipating it the way that I'm anticipating it. You're thinking this through the way that I'm thinking this through. And as a coach, that's what you want. You want your player to be thinking like how you think, or you to at least understand fully how he's going to process information before you give him that call. Because if I give a dude a call and I know he can't think the way that he needs to think in here, I'm just setting him up for failure. It don't matter what I call. But if you feel like he is capable of that type of stuff, you put more on his plate. And that is what we saw. So that's definitely another sign, man. Another step in that right direction for us, baby.
Let Kenny cook. The O-line.
Yeah, so with the O-line, man. So we talked about, the starters, right? And I thought that first O-line group, controlled line of scrimmage, man, were physical as heck, but more importantly, kept the pocket clean. We know Chooks had a couple of plays, but as a whole, thought the pocket was clean where it needed to be. The second group, more importantly, two dudes I want to talk about. Your boy Dotson, man.
I saw him out there.
Dotson and Nate Herbig, not only were they both bullying folk, them dudes were switching sides per series.
I did see Dotson on the right guard
Bro,
side, yeah.
I said y'all are filthy for this. I love that, man.
I'm telling you, get
I
Dotson in a
love
fullback
that,
now.
bro. You talk about the versatility, bro. I'm watching. I'm like, okay, so this series, you at right guard, you at left guard. Y'all mauling folk. Y'all doing what y'all do. Dotson is definitely a better right guard. He plays it so much more naturally.
He told us.
He plays it so much more naturally. Like, you watch the pop, you watch the physical, you watch how he moves. He still is a dope left guard, but he's a natural right. He's definitely a natural right. Soon as when he flip, I'm like, oh, yeah, you back home. And he played like he was back home. You get to the left side, still plays well, but that right side is definitely where, he's most comfortable at, bro.
Now I'm getting pumped. I kind of want Dotson to show why he could still be a starter on this team.
But the problem is James Daniels and Sayumalu, man. Yeah. Because James Daniels, yeah, bro. I'm like, yeah, we're good at the interior portion. And with Mason, we're good there. We're good.
Right, yeah.
We are really good
right
there.
Tackle,
yeah, we are really good there.
And I'm still fine on Chooks.
Yeah.
I had a little bad preseason game, whatever. Chooks was good for us last year.
This is the thing I love about Chooks, though. Chooks might give up a pressure here or there. But when I tell you Chooks is never turning down any smoke, if you could just watch him when these plays are ending, he's the petty god. Like, he's going to touch you. He going to smack at your hand. He going to give you the extra bump. I'm seeing all the defenders get mad, say something. He do all the little extra stuff. Then the referee come, he going to pat you on your head. I said, oh, my God, I hate you. Oh, that would piss me off, but I love it because I know what that's his game, though. You know what I mean? And I went back and I was looking at that Panthers game from a year ago, and he was doing that same stuff in that joint where it's like, yo, the matchup wasn't great. Burns had a sack on him, but you just watch all the little things that he does between the play, at the end of the play. You like a Dennis Rodman type with your little just irritations, but it works though. I like it because, like I said, man, if you're not the best of the best, or you're not, just I can come out here and just be perfect every single time. All right, we'll figure out what can help your game out. And if getting in their mind by doing all that little if that's what it is for you, man, keep doing that stuff, bro. But that's definitely one of his names where I'm just like, yo, he doesn't duck anything. He's like, all right, you might have beat me on that rep, but I'm going to still hit you again. I'm going to still bump into you. I'm going to still do something to piss you off. I'm trying to get in your skin. Yeah.
So we're at 6:19 right now.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of supers. We just running through?
All right, let's run. Let's do it. We got it. Let's do it.
Well, dinner's on you tonight anyway, right?
Yeah. That's what I said. Let's go ahead and start, man. That's what I said. Let's go ahead and start this thing, man.
You hungry?
It's not that I'm hungry. It's just since I have to be the responsible parent, it's
better to get the dinner early than later.
It's just a different type of pressure, Deke, when you are responsible. Like, when I got wifey fully available, it's like, oh, I ain't tripping. I can make a mistake because, hey, wifey, teamwork, remember? You pick me where I fall down and likewise. But right now, it's like a solo mission. Right now, it's like, all right, this is what all my training and preparation has been.
You taking the kids to Chick-fil-A?
Absolutely,
are they staying back here?
Not. Absolutely not. I don't know 100% just yet, but probably not. Probably not. But yeah, But since the pressure's on me tonight, so I gotta make sure I hold it down because you can't be looked at as the weak link. I can't be, oh, you're only nice at football and streaming, but you're not good at your dad life or your hubby life. So I gotta make sure I,
balance.
I gotta keep my title where it's at. Yeah.
Sean McCartney, how do you feel about Canada's offense so far? I know it's just preseason, but Cam, for example, already calling it vanilla. Also, do you feel Jones would look better if he ran with the first team?
He said Cam?
Maybe he meant that as a positive. Or maybe he's just talking about the preseason in general, not specifically the offense, but it could be spun as a positive in that we ain't even unlocked some of the deep stuff yet in this playbook.
Huh. All right. Well, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so to me, I look at it like this. I like the playbook. I like what I've been seeing from it. Even we talked about the end of last season, what I've been able to see OTAs carrying over into training camp now. To me, I'm good with where he's at right now. We still didn't even get all of the pre-snap movement that we've been seeing in these practices either. He was giving you just the little motion, change strength motion or yo-yo motion, right, where he run over and come back. He ain't even got all the way in his bag just yet like how it's been in practice. So I could definitely understand him calling that the vanilla version, because it is definitely, when you watch a practice right now, it's like 7 seconds of just shifts and motions before you even get to the actual call. And it'll go back to a basic call, like the run will still be a run. But after you've changed your strength motion, now you done shifted the formation, and then you walk the dude up. Yeah, I didn't have to change my call 3 times on defense. That's just how, defenses work. All for you to just run the same play. But that's the type of stuff that he's been doing in camp that we didn't even see realistically on Friday. I think, he's holding that till the season starts, though.
Right.
We don't need to waste that just yet.
Fish Momentum, Moats, Deke in the chat. Fam, what's good? Hell of a game. Everyone showed out. Even Mason. Ambition Live this Friday at Rivers, 8 p.m.
Let's go.
Friday at 8.
Let's go.
I wonder if I could make the stop down.
Yeah, the game's Saturday, bro.
Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, you in town.
Maybe.
No, you in town.
Sean McCartney, how about Elijah Riley? Thought he looked good.
Bro, Elijah,
Yeah.
I literally wrote down he's Dangerfield 2.0. That's what I swear he should remind me of, man. I'm like, my man's aggressive as heck, special teams tackles, hands-on people, and I love how he finishes plays, man. The one play, I forgot who got the tackle loss. It wasn't him. But literally, he takes the receiver and just dumps him over him just cuz. I'm like, yo, that's aggression. That's that, like, I'm playing balls to the wall. I'm not ducking anything, and you're just going to know I'm a physical player, and I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do. Not saying he was the most athletic or, the best player out there. But in terms of dudes like him, man, you like dudes like him on your team. Dudes like him, they help you, And he's definitely one of them dudes, man. I thought that he showed a lot with his defensive snaps, but more importantly, man, him making them tackles on special teams, I thought was huge for him, man.
Next one.
The other dude was Tanner Muse. Tanner Muse, another dude, man, he was out that thing cutting up on special teams. Multiple tackles. He was one of them. You watch him covering them kicks versus them other dudes, you're like, oh, yeah, that's a dude that's going to make plays, that has already made plays in this league, and you know why he's here. Yeah, shout out to Tanner, man.
Next one, we got Bengarin 772. Moats Deke, what do you think of the Washington block on McFarland's TD run? Wasn't paying attention to Washington there, but I got it pulled up right now.
No, so he had a good block, man. Yeah, so to me, you can watch it first too if you want to.
I don't even see him. Is he even out there?
He had the long run on the left side.
I was looking for 0. That's why.
It was on. He was on. Oh, wait, he does have A0. Yeah.
80 still throws me off. I can't even see it from this. That's a fine block.
Yeah.
It was in like the middle of it. Almost looked like.
What was the tight bunch? Yeah. But to me, man, I thought Darnell did a good job with his blocking. The one critique I just had for him, it was actually on a play to the left side. I forgot who was actually running the ball. I just would say to him, man, just finish a little bit better. Like, he had blocked the dude initially. He drove the dude off the ball initially.
You talking about the Jalen Warren run?
I think that's what it was, yeah. And then he kind of like eased up, and that dude ended up getting back into play. Yeah. So I would just say for him on that one, just finish better, But other than that, though, I thought that he did good for it to be his first outing, just getting used to the NFL versions, right? You've played football in the SEC, so you've seen talented dudes, you've seen big, strong dudes. That's not going to surprise you. But it just feels a little bit different when you're in these stadiums. And I'm sure the next matchup he has is going to feel a little bit different as well. But eventually it's going to feel comfortable to him, and it's going to start to slow down for him. And then that's when he'll be, what we think he's capable of being. Hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. When it slows down, that's when dudes really could take off.
Brian Schaefer. Moats Deke in the chat, what do we think about the workload split for Najee and Warren? I think they have to get Jay in there to mix it up and keep Najee fresh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that, man. Jalen still look very fast.
Maybe a little splash of Ant Mac now,
too. That's the thing. The way McFarland played, I'm like, could you make this a little interesting? Because if you do that again, we really going to be interested. Yeah.
And then Najee won't have to complain about his workload in the offseason.
Oh. Wow.
It's win-win for everyone.
Wow. That's cold.
Am I wrong? Win-win for win-win for the
mean,
team.
it
or win
is,
for the team
but
because you got 3 running backs that all have different skill sets.
Yeah.
That should be able to contribute.
Yeah.
Win for Najee in terms of less workload.
Wow.
Win for Omar Khan and business operations.
You seen Jonathan Taylor came back to practice too, since we talking that sleazy running back market, the way that you're trying to game up Najee right there.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm
just saying,
I'm
man.
honestly not. I'm not. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not at all. Because I think Najee is still number 1. He's the guy.
No, we ain't say number 1 because Jonathan Taylor's still number 1. We're saying, are you gonna pay it like that? Yeah, and the way you just described what you was describing, yeah, that don't seem like them dudes getting paid like
Zeke
that.
just got 6.
With incentives. That is not 6, man.
Wash Zeke got 6.
That is not 6, man. Don't believe that. That
I
ain't
gotta
6.
see what his incentives are.
That ain't 6. A whole lot of got a whole lot of them incentive things.
Fish Momentum Ambition's new single, Imagine and Saddle Me Up, now available all digital music platforms.
Let's go.
November 12th, Packers vs. Steelers. Ambition Tailgate Pre-Show.
Ooh.
That's another one I'm going to have to pull
All
up
right. I like that. Let's go. Let's go.
I'd take Zeke Elliott at center over Kendrick at this point.
Hey, man. Well, now you don't want it at center because Zeke is actually smaller than KG. That'd be even worse, man. I like Zeke at fullback over KG, though. If we're going to keep a fullback, yeah. This is bad, though, bro.
Zeke can gain some weight quick.
Low key, he can. Yeah.
8
Who do
to
you
8.
think is taller? Zeke or Kendrick?
Kendrick. Isn't Kendrick like 6'1" or 6'2"?
You think I thought it was like 5'10" around
I
there.
think he's like, yeah. Kendrick,
like
no,
5'?
because we talked about this with the bus.
You're right. Yeah,
Kendrick
we did.
6'2".
We did talk about
Zeke, I'm saying
That's
he's
what
6. Maybe 5'11". He's probably as tall as me. 6, yeah. So that means he's actually like 5'11".
Yeah. So we could definitely beef him up then. Beef him up.
828 Style has a nickname for KG.
Oh,
Kendrick
Lord.
Cut Green.
Hey, man.
Not really original or anything, but he just got straight to
It's
the
just
point.
right to the point, though, man.
Mike Schrader brings up a good nugget of wisdom here. This is who we used to protect, Big Ben. Drafted to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is accurate, man. This is accurate.
Good reminder. Thank you. 828 Style. Mason would only start for the Al Davis Raiders. I don't know. I don't think Mason has the strongest of arms, or he's fast enough or athletic enough to start for an Al Davis Raiders team.
Yeah, he got to be like a 4.3, something outlandish. Like, oh, all right. I don't care what else he did. He's fast. He's big. All right, bring him in.
Yeah, they drafted Jamarcus Russell. What makes you
Yes.
think they're going to be relying their franchise hopes on
Bruce
Mason
Campbell.
Rudolph?
Remember Bruce Campbell? They took him early, too.
Yeah.
Because he had the abs and could run
The
fast.
HB.
Yeah. Shout out to my dog. But yeah.
Jonathan Stevens, compare 2019 Mason to last year's Mitch. Mason has been better as a Steeler. Mitch just has the bigger name because of draft capital. Wow. I can't say that. I'm sorry. If you put Mitch on that 2019 team, I think we're better. I think we make the playoffs. That defense was really good.
I mean, if we just talking 1v1, Mitch is taking the team there.
Right.
Yeah.
Those weren't prolific Bears offenses either.
Nah.
Now I feel like I'm giving Mitch too much credit, but
he did enough, though.
I think
he did
up to this point, I'm taking Mitch over Mason.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I think if Mitch is on that 2019 team, we didn't have the best of help on offense with Juju getting hurt and stuff, James Conner and whatnot, but I think we win another game if it's Mitch. Backup Mitch, at least. Mitch can't have the tentative mentality out there. He can't be gun shy because that's what we were complaining about Mason about. That's why we put Duck Hodges in.
This is also
and
true.
we won games with Duck, so like
this is also true.
Mitch would have to at least perform better than Duck did in those
Which he
3
definitely
wins.
could.
But then Duck just went the opposite
He
way
went
down
Duck.
the Tombs
Yeah.
and threw 4 picks against the Bills, and it was terrible
Duck
against the
went Duck.
Jets.
Yeah.
Young Yash, happy Monday. Listen to y'all while getting this money.
Let's go.
Hashtag love that first drive of the game. Hashtag let's go Steelers.
Big facts. Big facts. Let's get it.
828 style. It speaks volumes that Mason came back and was an unrestricted free agent.
No, I'm with you, man. He ain't ducked the smoke, man. He definitely said, you know what? I like what I could bring to the table. And he clearly likes the situation, man. He making a good decision in my book so far.
I was fine with him coming back.
Yeah.
Hymnal Star, who we picking in the slot, CA3 or A-Rob? Pool. I think CA3 is the guy. What y'all think? It's going to be A-Rob to start the season.
Yeah.
From my standpoint.
It'll be A-Rob. We also have to remember this as well. Yes, it was exciting. Yes, we saw a ton of production, a lot of like dope plays, but the context still does matter. Still was one preseason game with not everybody's guys being out there. So, and why I say that in terms of Calvin Austin versus Allen Robinson, Allen has cooked NFL starters for multiple seasons. Calvin, did it in one preseason game versus the backups. That's all. We ain't minimizing it all the way, but to put that above what that has already been off of just, one little performance, that's the part where I'm just like, that might be a little premature. Not saying that we can't make that switch at some point in time in the season, though, but we just need to see it. Yeah.
Malachi Esposito has an idea. Next game, we got to take a shot every time KG gets pancaked.
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. What are you going to do?
Why are you afraid?
Alcohol poisoning.
Are you
Boy, man, I got kids. I got a family, man. All right, my wife loves me. Yeah, she ain't trying to carry me like that, man. But drunk off the yak.
How many would it have been last game? 5? 4 or 5?
It's not how many. It's the close proximity of them.
That's all within an hour.
Yeah, bro. Like, what? Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Booman 318, ready for the Madden League. Deke, you still thinking about the 2K League as well? I am thinking about the 2K League as one of my other side things for content. But the Madden League, I am very excited about.
Let's go.
We also have Nick Foe. The Marvin Leal breakout year coming soon.
Oh, no, I definitely think he's showing some stuff right now, man. That's why I said for him, I just want to see him out there versus, a little better version of that O-line out there, man.
Who else didn't look bad was Loudermilk.
Yeah, he was another one. To me, it was funny, man.
To have Leal, Loudermilk, and Benton playing like that, that's nice.
Bro,
it's a good thing for the future.
Benton was doing his thing. I was looking at Loudermilk. I said, that's Cam. And then Leal, so that's to it. I could see it. It was
Benton's
beautiful,
our
bro.
nose tackle, then.
Yeah, Benton was a nose. I was like, you're not Hamp. You're not.
He's the modern day nose tackle.
Yeah, I was like, you're not Hamp. You're not Tyson. You're different, but you're cooking. Yeah, it's like a bigger Javon Wobble Hargrave.
Hannibal 090. What's the answer about Quan and Ant Mac? Oh, I already
did that one.
said that
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you started again. Maybe you said I was gonna skip down.
Yep.
That might have been why we got out a little whack too. Just cause it's all good. Ain't trouble.
Grayson Brown. I know it's preseason and the offense and defense was vanilla, but it looked cool and smooth, like ice cream on a hot day.
Hey, ain't nothing better than ice cream on a hot day either, baby. Mm-hmm.
Not a bad analogy.
I'm with it though. I like that.
8-way style. Kenny the Ticket Pickett. I don't like it.
That's a
I
lot.
don't like it.
That's a lot.
Looked like he's ready to win at least 2 ships under his rookie contract.
Let's go.
I just hope he looks like that throughout the season.
I would agree. I'm with you. But in terms of the start of it, it's a great start. It's a great start. You would much rather it be looking like that and we're like, yo, do we need to hold back our expectations a little bit versus
the window's now.
Yeah,
I'm telling
versus
you,
it being the other way.
We're good to win Super Bowls starting now. Jordan Pierce, do you think the left tackle gap got smaller after Friday? I thought Jones and Moore looked good.
I wouldn't say got smaller because I don't think it's like a big gap between them either way. I still thought that Dan Moore, I like Dan a little bit better just based off of that game. But I kind of, we talked about why I felt like that in terms of Broderick when I was called the Ops and Deke was really excited about me being called the Ops. I had to talk about that. But yeah, they both are going to be good though. Absolutely.
You brought up good points though.
Well, I was trying to be the Op for a second.
Because
sorry. Yeah.
My thing I needed to see was Broderick Jones to dominate. I can't say that he dominated.
Yeah.
I thought he looked fine. There was like a hiccup or two, but he did play a
Yeah.
lot. And you bringing up, was it just him getting tired, the effort? kind of makes sense as to what I was seeing out there. I was like, man,
it's like,
I need a little more. But do I really?
Like, it was cool.
Do I blame you for like taking a player or two off? Kind of.
I'm like, you
first
nice.
round pick.
You
Going up
good
against four stringers.
But I'm like, dang, bro, can you at least make it look like you like? Come on, bro.
AJ Martinez, Moats and Deke, all in the chat. Much love, respect, and blessings. Just wishing you all a great day. I am just checking in, super busy. See you all Wednesday.
Nah, man, salute you, AJ, man. I hope your grind is going good, baby. Absolutely.
And he gifted a membership to Michael Matthias.
Man, shout out to AJ being a rock star at life. And I'm also jump ahead to Booman318, who also was gifted an Upper Room membership. And you said it was Matthias? Did you say right? Matthias. Welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. I figure I just bundle both of them up right there, man, like a little car insurance or something. Yeah.
That's not a bad call. Dodo Baggins just spit balling, but what if for the preseason the NFL had 1 or 2 games Monday through Friday and split the rest of the games between Saturday and Sunday each week? Or do you think that wouldn't work? I think that would work.
It would be exciting for the viewers. I just think scheduling-wise for like the players, it can get a little like janky, but
I think that would definitely work. Because I didn't tune into any other preseason games this weekend outside of the Steelers.
Man, I was watching games all around the clock, bro. I feel like I did not leave my couch at one point, bro. Was that? I think it was Saturday. Yeah. No.
I saw the Stroud game.
It was Saturday. Yeah. It was Saturday. It was like just game. Yeah.
I missed the Saturday games.
Because I thought Saturday was Sunday. I was so thrown off, bro. I thought I was watching Sunday football on Saturday. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had the Chiefs on yesterday. Yeah. Some other game.
Yeah, Chiefs.
I definitely wasn't tuning into the Chiefs game. I don't need to see anything from them. Like, what are they going to show me?
But they had Derek Carr was out there though. They played him
with the Saints.
Yeah,
I don't need to. Like, Derek Carr's a good quarterback. I don't need to see what he does in preseason.
What was the other game that was on?
The ones that excite me are more like the young players, like the Trey Lance or the CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony
Jordan
Richardson.
Love,
right?
Yeah.
But Jordan Love was playing at the same time as us. So, like, to his point, like, if you spread that out and had the Packers game on, like, a Wednesday night or something, I'd throw that on. Yeah. I can't remember what I was doing this weekend. Ink Master? It might have been, I think I might have finished Ink Master. No. I was watching Quarterback. Okay. I watched Quarterback and I watched the Manziel Dog.
For sure.
Binge those. Hannibal 090. Yo, Kia Tomlin has some Tomlinism graphic tees on her website. And I want all of them.
Oh, yeah, man. You late to the party. I already done caught them joints. They fire. They fire. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm about to I started World 1 today. I forgot.
I think my favorite is the Kenny needs to be what we need him to be.
Bro, she need to drop one of them. Yeah.
It's the newest one.
Yeah, she need to drop one of them. Because, yeah, man. I was looking at them. I'm like, oh, I was in, like, Tomlin heaven. I felt like I was, like, back in the meeting room. I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that one. Oh, I want that one, too. Yeah, they fire, Hannibal. They fire.
Cal Monier, did you see the Kwiatkowski hit stick?
Facts. Nick Quick getting a little sack on the quarterback, man.
Yeah, he looked good out there.
Productive, man.
Unfortunately, just got hurt with that shoulder.
Yep.
They said it's not serious, though.
Oh, that's good, man. Because he also had a tackle on special teams. I thought he played well.
Deke, you got to get that Popeye's chicken sandwich with cheese since they have it now.
They got cheese. You can add cheese. That was Deke's only, like, grievance with it when we were there, man.
Wow. I didn't need the cheese, though. I thought it was good on its own. That's sauce. What sauce they gave me? Like a spicy ranch or something? That was good. Wow. I might need to try with the cheese. Maybe on a cheat day.
Ooh. All right.
Come on here. Pickens will take over as wide receiver 1, but let's not forget how good DJ is.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily slept on. This season could solidify him as a top 10 receiver in franchise history.
I'm sure statistically.
That sounds like a bold take right now, but if you...
Statistically, it's not.
Yeah, if you look at it, he statistically, he's up there for like first 4 seasons. I did the research on this earlier this offseason. He's up there statistically with pretty much any other Steelers receiver in our history.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm like. Deontay be cooking, bro.
Straight statistically. I'm not talking about playoff success or X factor or anything. Because I think AB and Holmes
they're blown. Yeah, it's not even close.
Even for because Holmes did all that in his first 4 seasons. I think that was his second season.
Mm-hmm.
No, second or third season. He had like the Super Bowl catch and the playoff run and stuff like that. And AB stepped up in the playoffs early on. We needed him to. So he's not there yet, but it is a stat to at least show that he might be underrated.
Yeah.
He might be more underrated than we think.
I like his game. I like his game a lot.
He just needs, catch the simple ones. That's been my only complaint. And he was 3 for 3 in the preseason game. Good start. Camonier, Mason's got the wheels. Low key needs 80 overall speed in Madden.
Hey, you seeing him? You seeing that?
That would
thing,
be a fun
right?
race.
You seeing
Mason
that
versus
thing,
Mitch versus Kenny. I'd watch that.
Who you think wins?
I think Kenny right now, but
What's the order then? Yeah.
I think Mitch gets 2 though. Still, Mitch kind of got some wheels.
Mitch could run, bro. Mitch could definitely. I think that's the same order. Yeah.
Booman318. I don't want to take credit for this, but seen it on Twitter. Gin and juice with a shot of Henny Pickett. Wow.
Henny Pickett. Ooh.
That's not bad.
Shout out to that hand.
Wow. Hold on. Yeah, this needs to be a thing, actually. Can we do this here? Where Deontay and Pickens get a touchdown. Obviously, Pickett will be the one that throws it. So, like, if that happens in a game, you have some gin and juice.
Okay.
And you have a shot of Henny. And you got to take that. After the game or during the game, whatever.
That could be very dangerous, man.
It's the gin and juice and Henny Pickett special.
That could be very dangerous.
That.
I like it, though. Call. But it could be very, very dangerous. Because you mixing. That gin and Henny. Oh.
I still got that Henny
That's a mixy mix, man.
I still got the Henny.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 more then. Psycho Susano. Thoughts on 95? I think Keanu was disruptive in all caps.
Yeah. Keanu's doing his thing, man. I definitely like what I saw from him. That's why I said I just need to see him versus put him in the next group so I can see him versus the better competition out there. Because, yeah, he was a man. He was a man. Yep. Run game and pass game. And I thought that he played with some nastiness too, man. I saw him thumping something. I was like, all right, respect. So, yeah, salute him.
A2A style. Need to see Mount Washington get targets next game.
Yeah, with the one catch. That was
just one catch.
Yeah, that was it, though. Yeah. So I'm with you on that, man. I'm all for Big Darnell getting more targets, man. Or at least, adding that to what we already have seen from him, man. But as a whole, though, it was a vibe, man. It was a vibe. I think we caught them all,
That's it
too,
for the
bro.
Super Chat.
All right. So we'll table the last thing. We could do that when we come back here home Wednesday, man, because I'm sure we're still going to be talking some ball. Absolute. So, yeah, with that being the case, man, that is going to do it for today's show. But y'all hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe to the channel. I got to go do daddy dinner duty. All right. So, with that being the case, but until next time, baby.
Peace.